It's Friday night, and it's time for Tape Talk with Rob and the Captain.
One, two, three.
Tape Talk with Rob and the Captain. Tape Talk with Rob and the Captain. Tape Talk with Rob and the Captain. Tape Talk with Rob and the Captain.
All I've learned from this is that there's way too many leprechauns.
Is this the Mac and Me soundtrack on vinyl?
It's Friday night, and it's time for Tape Talk with Rob and the Captain.
Was that a real one?
Yeah, that intro was awesome, eh?
Yeah, I know. The more I see it, the more I love it.
I like the way it goes on, man. It's all by itself. Lendog, let's do this, baby.
Hey, what's up, Lindog? Lindog, baby. What's going on, baby? Happy Friday to you. Happy weekend. Yeah.
Hello and thanks, Stacy.
Yeah.
How's everything at your video shops tonight?
You know something, Stacy? The more I thought about it, the more I'm like, I was assuming you're a female. Stacy can also be a male's name. So I don't really know for sure if you are a female. I've always been referring to you as a female. So if I'm wrong on that assumption, please let me know. I was thinking about that the other day, because Stacy can be a male name, just like Kelly can, just like Tracy can.
That's right.
So I wasn't sure. I
have a good friend named Stacy, as a matter of fact. So
see, yeah, see, isn't Stacy Keach a guy?
That's
Am
right.
I wrong about so.
You didn't watch Back to the Future. You let us down, Lendog. Oh, for shit's sake.
Didn't do his homework. That's F. Go to the back of the class. You're wiping the chalkboard for 3 weeks.
That's a stiff penalty, but you know what? You deserve it, baby.
Yeah. Well, I suppose it is a little too early in the year to watch Back to the Beach as as a homework assignment. So I rebuke that. Well, I'll take that back. No worries.
Yeah, she does the videos, audio video, like shorts on her
okay.
channel.
Oh, okay, good. All right. Well, okay then, Stacy, Acres of Movies. I should say that since I have subscribed to you, and I did click notifications of videos of yours, but YouTube being YouTube, but they never send me notifications of any uploads. I get a very, very few. Well, I should say less than a handful of notifications on people's uploads. So maybe one day you'll be in that handful, but for now I'll have to manually check your page, and I will do that. So
she's also done some shorts lately, and she'll do some live streams soon.
Yeah. Well, keep me posted on the live stream because I'll chime in. Yeah. Okay, good. Yeah.
Hey, Josh, what's going on, buddy?
Hey, Josh, it's Josh. Oh my gosh, it's Josh. Josh, it's Josh.
Big Tony's here, and Big Tony says, "Hey, Josh, what's going on, buddy?"
Hey, even Big Tony says, "Hey, Josh." Hey, Lay Day's here.
Never too early to watch Back to the Beach, to be honest.
Yeah, I agree too, but still, it's like when it's like really, really cold out, and it's weird to watch a movie about a beach. You know what I mean? It's just kind of weird to me. I don't know. I'm very seasonal about my movie viewings. I do watch Back to the Beach at least once a year. So to me, I guess it is too early.
I love the beach. I don't go that often, but the beach is cool.
Do you have beaches in Canada?
I think beaches now. We got beaches. We got Great Lakes and oceans on either side and shit.
Yeah, I know, but it's all glaciers, right? It's all.
Yeah, there's like polar bears and like.
Yeah, that's what I thought, and like Inuits,
and a seal pops up and slaps you in the face and shit.
Yeah, Igloo Beach.
Yeah, Igloo Beach.
Sorry,
away in Canada.
Yeah, I know I have a lot of misconceptions about Canada. I'm sorry, I really do.
You'll try to find it this week. Okay, Lendog, you do what you gotta do, buddy.
Yeah, do what you gotta do. I'm sorry about misrepresenting Canada. I am. It's just
me to do a live stream soon. There you go. What days are best for live streams?
And you're gonna have to figure that out. Don't do it Fridays at 7:00.
No, don't do that. That's
no
terrible time.
Mm-hmm.
But you know something, like pay attention to YouTube. Like watch your market, and then when you notice there's days where there's nothing going on, boom, that's when you do it.
That's when you hit it. Yeah, try to do it when everybody's off work.
That's it. We need stuff to warm us up in the colder months.
Yeah, that's true too. But when I do that, it just sort of I'm just sort of setting myself up for disappointment because when it's 20 degrees outside and I watch a movie about a beach and I'm like, oh, okay, then I go out on the deck to smoke a cigarette and I'm like freezing my nuts off after I just watched a movie about a beach. I'm going to be pretty disappointed, mainly in myself for setting myself up for that.
Yeah, and being like, why can't I just watch a beach movie?
Yeah, I can't. I mean, what's going on here? Yeah.
All right, you are on a hovercraft,
Okay.
very safe that can sail across oceans. What
Hmm.
two movie or uh, boat related movie or TV characters do you hire to help?
Boat related movie.
Hmm.
Hmm. I think I would.
I'd like to say the skipper and the captain and Gilligan and all that, but they crashed that boat. So
Yeah, they crashed the boat. I wouldn't. I wouldn't do that. I'm going to go with Captain Steubing from Love Boat, and and even though she wasn't the captain of the boat, she was just as a passenger. I'm going to go with Sandra Bullock from Speed 2
there you go.
because she made me feel good. I would feel better if she was on the boat with me.
I'm going to cut this short, and I'm going to say I want the cast of U571.
U571. Okay,
It seemed like they knew what they were doing,
sure. Yeah, yeah,
so I'm playing it safe tonight.
yeah. Well, maybe I'll do. Maybe I'll have a. I'm gonna have Sam Neill from Hunt for Red October on there too. I don't know. Even though that was a submarine, does that count? Submarine? I mean, it's still a craft
You're in the
under
water.
what's under the water, not
I
on the
nitpick.
water. Yeah.
Lay Day's been doing lives on Saturday nights. It's true. Yes. Have
Oh
you
yeah,
taken a break?
I gotta subscribe then, late day. I didn't even think to subscribe. Oh, I'm so selfish. All these people I got to subscribe to.
Unbelievable.
Just, I
Okay.
know I can't believe how utterly thoughtless I am.
Well, here's the thing, Stacy, is when you are a creator, sometimes you don't have a lot of time. So
Yeah. Jeez.
I save a lot of stuff take a look at it later on, and whenever I get around to it, most of the time.
Yeah. Yeah. Stacy, how long have you been doing the YouTube thing? I mean,
No, she's new. She's like she's just starting out, I think.
oh, okay. Well, that's cool. Yeah. I mean, days. I mean, like midweek usually is pretty calm. Like there's not a lot going on midweek. I mean, you could do something midweek
Yeah,
in the evening.
midweek's
Seven
always good.
o'clock's 7 o'clock's always a good time. You know what I mean?
Lendog said that he asked this question, but you were like in a can or something, or taking a leak off the side of the
Oh,
ship. So he said, "Did you ever bump girls in cars with striking force?"
no, I haven't. No, I was in the can, but I watched the video afterwards in retrospect, and I was like, that's funny. No, I haven't. No, I haven't.
He has not.
No, I haven't.
Captain
Not yet, at
Ron,
least. Not yet.
Captain Ron, and Ted Knight from Caddyshack. Oh, there you go.
Very good choices. I didn't even think of Captain Ron. I should have picked
That's
Captain
right.
Ron. Hey,
Hey, Ninja Ninja, what's happening, my
Ginger
man?
Ninja. Hey, Ginger Ninja. I've noticed you've had that profile picture for some time. I'm curious, is your beard still that splendid? And is that you in that
Yes,
picture?
it is him, and his beard is still as splendid as far as I know.
Excellent, because that is a great beard.
And
And
Gin, and the Ginger Ninja likes to hit the gym. He's got guns. He's got guns to bring to the gun show.
you got the. Oh
So
man, yeah. Okay.
yeah,
Well,
he's a man down in Australia.
okay. Well, how about you stop turning me on? All right.
You are Cap. I sub to you. Oh,
No, yeah, I
crying
know.
emoji.
I'm sorry. I wonder if I do it right now, will it screw up my connection?
Jot it down on a post-it or something.
Yeah. Hold on. Well, actually, let me write it down real quick. I wrote down my Joe Montana card. Oh, sorry, that's Morton Anderson. Okay, give me a second.
Jot it down.
Lamonia.
Jot it down.
Laem. Okay, Lamonia.
Lay day.
Well, it's
Laymonia.
not going to.
Demonia.
He's not going to say Lay Day on YouTube. That's what I call
No, I
her
was going to say
because I
Laymonia.
don't know how to
Demonia.
pronounce her name. Okay. All right. Lay
She's
Day.
from that Jersey area.
The Jersey area.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stacy said, I like your channel isn't very artificial. Sometimes I go to these other streams and they seem really lame with bad
Yeah.
goon and troll energy.
Well, that's very interesting. She brings that up. And I think it's, Rob, I dare say this is a good time as any to talk about what we had discussed earlier today via text. Your gripe, which is my gripe as well. Why don't you hit us off, lead us up? What did we want to complain about tonight? Facebook.
I don't even want to bring it up, to be honest with you, but we have to talk about it.
Well, I would be curious to see what everybody else's experience is out there. If you run a Facebook page that's regarding your channel or whatever product, if it's not a personal page, if it's like a business page, what has your experience been within the past year or so? Because ours have been awful and absolutely dreadful. And it has never been that way. There has been a drop off, substantial drop off, more than substantial drop off in how Facebook handles our pages or business pages in general. And I'm just really curious as to what was the problem? Why did they change how it was? Because if I may interject here, if I may take the wheel on this conversation, I have a lot to say about this, and perhaps I'm just barking in the night because it's not going to do any good. But I just want to gripe. Facebook absolutely 100% blows. Facebook is absolutely absorbed with evil. It absolutely is. It's all AI stuff. It's all troll stuff. It's all just artificial crap. And I say this because the Captain Nano's VHS Pirate Ship Facebook page, I guess it would be about 2 years now, actually like hit a milestone to where it was getting a lot of reach. It was getting exposed. I have a lot of followers, have a lot of likes, and every post I made would get lots and lots of traction, lots of interaction, lots of comments. The reels I would put up would get a lot of, views to the point where they were actually putting ads on it, which meant I was monetized for a long time. And the monetization, one month it gave me like almost $500 for just ads on reels. And I was like, okay, this is great. But of course, they decided, oh, you know what? That's not a good idea. We're losing money. We're going to change how we do things. Now we're going to do it based on likes. And now it's like a quarter of a penny per like or something like that. And of course, you get ads, but it's like substantially less. And so it went from like $400 or so to like $35 a month to like $12.50 a month, till $2.35 till 1 month I actually got 47 cents.
Oh my God.
I almost emailed them and said, hey, you know what? Just keep it. Obviously you need it more than I do. I don't send me 45 cents in the mail.
No,
okay.
Man. I don't even believe they did. I can't believe they did that. Doesn't it cost more to send 45 cents?
Yeah. It's like my bank is going to charge me more for that transaction than 47 cents, for heaven's sakes. And so I don't know what happened there. They changed how they did things. And then there was one time I had posted something. It was a meme that somebody else made that I stole, like everybody else does. But it was, I think it was from Punisher Warzone. What's the Punisher movie that Kevin Nash is in? He plays the Russian assassin with like the striped shirt, and he's like, there's a still shot of him like choking the Punisher, and the caption is,
no, sorry, that's the one. That's the one with Tom Jane. That's just the
yeah, that's okay. It's the caption is, in Soviet Russia, Waldo finds you, because it's funny because he looks like Waldo, but he's like really jacked, and they
that's pretty funny.
They flagged it, stating that I was promoting violence and self-harm, and ever since then they demonetized me, saying that you don't fit community standards because you promote violence. And I requested a review, and nothing has happened. This has been about a year now. They won't get back to me. They don't give me any reason like as to why, and like they demonetize me. So I'm like, okay, whatever. Not to mention, I should go on for this. They decrease your reach, so you pay for them to promote you. It's called throttling. I don't know if you're familiar with this term. They would always do this, but it was never this bad. Like this is like terrible. And if you notice, if you go on to like your Rob's Vintage Video page and look at your feed, you will see nobody you follow. It's all recommendations, suggestions, and it's all stuff you have no interest in whatsoever. Nothing. And that's how it is for everybody. That's why your reach That's why your reach has failed, because nobody can see your stuff anymore. You know?
Yeah, that's like I have significantly less followers than you, obviously. But it's been the same number for the longest. It grew and it went up and down,
Uh,
and I had a good time and a good amount of time where people were checking it out. I had comments on my posts. I had like normal things happening,
yeah.
and then all of a sudden, you check my
Boom.
post now. You go and check my post. I got like almost 500 followers.
Hmm.
Every post I put has one,
Yep.
maybe two likes.
Yep. That's. I know
Sometimes
what you
there's
mean.
three likes.
I know what you mean, dude. I know what you mean.
And I
Absolutely know
feel
what you
like,
mean.
why do I even waste my time to go there and even put
Nope.
anything? I know you got to keep at it, so I keep at it. But I mean, like,
Mhm.
nobody's seeing, and like and the followers, they've been the same for ever. It
Yeah.
doesn't move, not even
Yeah.
one. It doesn't even go up or down one. It does nothing. It stays
Yeah.
the same way. It's been that way for like probably 2 years.
Yeah. 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 I know. Yeah. I mean, I'm with you, because I have. I think I had the milestone. I think I have like, is it like 10,000 or so
Hmm.
followers?
Hmm.
And I mean, it took me a while. It took me a while to get to that. Like,
Yeah, you got over 10,000, man.
and then it was like good. I was having like some pretty average engagement. I would like anything I would post, average of 50 likes, which is a lot in Facebook land. And then all of a sudden, nothing. Maybe I'll get 3 likes on a post. Maybe. And I've changed nothing. Nothing. I haven't changed a single thing. My posts are the same as they've always been. Facebook has changed. They have
You know
changed the
what?
way they do things.
It
They
has to,
changed
and I
their
think, sorry to cut you off. Go ahead.
no. Sorry. No, I just said they changed the algorithm again. They always change the algorithm, and they make it seem like it's your fault. Like it's like, oh, you should try to do more to engage your followers.
Yeah, yeah.
How am I going to do that when you hide my posts from them? You know what I mean? Instead
Hmm.
of seeing my posts, somebody's going to see what Taylor Swift had for breakfast. Like that is exactly that's the stuff I get in my feed anymore. Taylor Swift shit, Jennifer Lopez stuff for some reason. Golfing, I get golfing posts from golf pages. Like, why would you think I'm into golfing? I've never said anything about golfing. Like that's what they do. I don't get it. So I'm kind of done. I've said it before on the show and tell, where I'm just like done with Facebook. I do like post stuff occasionally just to like stay active,
Hmm.
but that's it. I really don't even check it anymore. I
Well,
don't
I
even
try
check
to just to get myself out there because I'm trying to grow and stuff. But I mean, it's like
it.
even on my
Now,
YouTube, man. My YouTube subscribers do not move.
yeah.
I,
Well,
it's like no matter what I do, we get pretty good views on our live stream.
mm,
I don't know. And like my watch hours are going up on my shit and all that, and like the subscribers don't move, and I'm like, okay, well,
yeah. Well, I should say though, I used to be like really angry at YouTube for that kind of stuff, but now I actually favor YouTube as far as the social media output, because at least it's honest. Like it's like, okay, yeah. I mean, if nobody sees your page, it's because nobody likes you. It's not
yeah,
like Facebook. If Facebook's like, if nobody sees your page, it's our fault for not showing it to them, but we're going to blame
yeah,
you for it
exactly.
and
That's
tell you to
why I
do.
don't try to complain about it because if you don't like me, maybe there's only 388 people in the whole world that would like
Mhm.
Rob's vintage video, and I got them all. So
But I
if I
tell you
think
what,
about it,
though,
if I think about it that way, then I'm winning.
yeah, you should think about it this way as well. Last year, I think you were at what 297.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, so you're doing well, dude. You're
Well,
doing
yeah,
well.
I guess I went up like hundreds,
Yeah,
well,
you're
no,
doing well.
I guess when I went on hiatus, that's where it stopped, and then since I came back, it kind of went up like probably maybe 20 or 30.
Yeah,
I'm at 388 now, so I
yeah,
probably made myself around, I don't know, around 300 before I stopped streaming for a while. Well, yeah, I
yeah,
guess I got a couple, but I mean, I don't know.
yeah.
I see other channels flying, man. I see
Well,
other channels flying, and I don't know. Anyway, that's
yeah.
Jason, and his beard is somewhat dustier nowadays.
Oh, dustier. What do you mean? You're going gray? Hey, welcome to the club.
What I was going to say to her comment about the no goons or troll energy is because like nobody
Yeah,
wants to jump in this chat. Well, I was just about to talk shit. I was just about to say I have a pirate here with me, so nobody comes here and throws their weight around. But we had
yeah.
somebody talking shit the other day in the chat, which happened
Yeah,
to
but
be
then
a very close friend of mine.
Yeah, didn't you say that was a personal issue though? Like,
Yeah, well, I guess so. It's
I don't
still an
know.
issue I have no idea about, but
Yeah,
whatever.
well, whatever. Let the baby have its bottle.
You know, it's unfortunate, but
uh,
what are you gonna do?
so, anyway, the moral of the story, kids: Facebook sucks. Get off Facebook. Do something else with your life. Oh, she does, huh? Okay.
Yep,
Oh,
night
look,
day.
I did it again, Rob. I read the comment before you did.
That's fine, man. The comments for both of us.
Well, yeah, but it's your
Whoever gets to it
show.
first, man. You know what I mean? As the
Mm,
night goes on, I get slower and slower. So,
it's all right.
question for both of yous: what's one movie you missed out on watching on the big screen, but wish you did? Oh, that's a good question.
Great
But wish you
question.
did.
Great question. Can we answer that with multiple films? Because there's multiple films I wish I saw in the theater.
I could say, man, well, obviously just like you, there's a bunch of films, but
Oh yeah.
let's say, trying to think of a good one. We have one. Oh, yeah, oh shit! That's what I wanted to do, and I forgot.
Uh-oh.
I was
What?
waiting for like a dead spot where it went quiet, and I was gonna go do this. Tapeoids. Tapeoids. Tapeoids.
Okay. Let's not overcomplicate things, okay? Because you know what? Every time I
It's like
saw a
you're
clip
back
of
in town, man.
yeah, well, every time I saw a clip of you, I wanted to chime in, like I thought it was you in live because I'm an idiot. I'm very very susceptible to visual cues. So yeah, don't ever do that to me again.
Okay, sorry. Next time I'll give you a heads up.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Okay, movie I didn't see in the theater. I wish I saw in the theater. I'll give you a recent one. Actually, I just talked about this on the Deep Cut podcast recently.
Edward Penis Hands.
No, not that one.
Okay.
The
Okay.
second,
Sorry.
the new Twisters.
Oh yeah. Hmm.
Because I had saw the first one in the theater, and then
Me too.
I was contemplating seeing the second one
Yeah.
in the theater, and then I was like, maybe it's going to suck, so I didn't. But then I watched it and I liked it, and I was like, shit, I should have seen that.
Yeah, but would you have been cool with paying like was it $12.50 to go see it?
Yeah, I'm down with that.
Yeah. Okay.
People stay away from me. I'm in there and big screen and everything, and doing what I want and shit. I like that.
Yeah. I often romanticize about this theater in the area of town called Long Meadow. It was Long Meadow Theaters, and it had started out as like a normal theater. It would run first run movies, first real movies, at like the full price. But then eventually, attendance dropped off, so they had to do something as a gimmick, and they became like a second or third run film. It was only three cinemas, and so the big gimmick there was it was only like $1, and on Wednesday nights it was 75 cents to go watch a movie. And I saw so many movies there through the late '90s. It was funny. Twister was one of them, and yeah, I saw the Brady Bunch movie there, and I just saw a whole bunch of movies there.
Especially around that time, like when Twister came out, that time when that age I was at, I saw a lot of
Yeah.
movies in the theater.
Oh yeah, that's what you did. You went to the movies with your friends.
Yeah.
That's what you did. And since it was 75 cents, oh, it was great. We had like this little, there was like a 5 and dime store called McCrory's right next to it. So we would go in there and buy a bunch of like 25-cent gummy worms and stuff and like stuff them down our pants and sneak them into the theater. Awesome times.
See, Leigh was
Awesome
at 30
times.
subs not too long ago, and now she's at almost 150. Not too shabby.
Yeah, they do. You just gotta stick with it. You just gotta hang in there. I wouldn't worry about subs. Worry about views. That's what you got to worry about.
Yeah, he gets clickbait reels, and YouTube's getting just as bad with its suggested
Yeah.
reels.
Yeah, it can. You really gotta train YouTube. I still think YouTube is a lot better than Facebook is with that AI shit. But yeah, you really gotta train it.
You have to show your followers what you eat in a day and your daily skincare regimen.
That's not a bad idea, Rob. Maybe we should start doing that.
Yeah, well, I don't know what the skincare regimen, but yeah.
Yeah. Just use sandpaper and
I use hand cream to
vinegar.
keep my tattoos shining. That's about it.
Yeah. But I would just say that what I wished I would have seen in the theater, I think about like in that time where I was just talking about in the late '90s, where my friends and I would always go to the movie theaters, at movie theater, Long Meadow Theater for 75 cents on a Wednesday. I wish I saw Big Trouble in Little China in the theater. That would totally be a
Ah,
movie we would all go see. You know what I mean?
that's an excellent choice. I
Yeah.
second that.
What a fun movie that is. What a fun movie that is. Now, however, I did see Mortal Kombat Annihilation in the theater with all my friends, and we weren't friends afterwards.
Rocky.
Huh.
Jason's going to start a OnlyFans page for his beard,
Mm,
and you'll be you know what?
yeah,
Do it, do
yeah,
it,
dude, you would, but
do it now.
you got to understand what your audience would be.
It might be a weird audience. It might you might get all kinds of characters, but if you're
Yeah,
willing to, if it's for art and you
if it's
have
for
at it,
art, yeah, for art.
it's for art. Who the hell is art? I
Yeah.
don't know, but
You know what's interesting about that OF is that it started off, and it still is for all intents and purposes. It's basically like Patreon, where it was just like a place to have like exclusive footage of like a creator.
yeah,
So you can go on there and say like, say if I had one, and all of a sudden I said, hey, check out the OF. I'm going to put a model airplane together. If you want to watch this, you got to like pay me $3 a month to see this
right.
exclusive footage. No one's going to do that. Okay. They will, however, pay $3 a month to see some girl's butthole. That's how OnlyFans happened. It became it started off just like Patreon, but like I said, it still is, but nobody thinks it is. It's totally linked to just a lot of perversion, and
Yes,
you know,
it's a dirty Patreon.
it's like, but it really is just like Patreon. That's what it
But the
started
dirty,
off
it's the
as.
red light district Patreon.
Yeah, it's the red light district Patreon. Very well put. Very well put. Yeah.
If that's the kind of Patreon you're looking for, well, there you go.
Yeah, plenty of options. If you want to see ass lips, there's a page for you.
Yeah. Well, how about this? Should Eddie Murphy play Stevie Wonder?
Hmm. Yeah, because he already did. Like he did that on Saturday Night Live,
Many times.
and so now like that he's older, you could do like a biopic of Stevie Wonder in his later years. Sure.
She was just saw FX on the big screen.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I don't know. I was cool with seeing FX like in my room on HBO on like a boring Saturday night, for free. I don't think I would have gone to the theater to see that. Kind of
Jay
it's
saw Day of
it's
the Dead.
yeah. Oh,
Sorry to cut
okay.
you off again.
That's okay. No, it's all right. We're gonna do this.
That's all we're
Oh,
going to do now. Is cut each other off the whole time.
yeah, because now we're thinking about not doing it. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it even more.
Oh,
Live
boy.
streams are weird, folks. They're weird.
Yeah. Is Tackleberry's daughter? No. Is
Uh,
Tackleberry Wild daughter a good character for the new movies?
what new movies? You talking about Police Academy new movies?
Did Tackleberry have a wild daughter?
Not that I know of. He might
Oh,
have.
yeah,
I
there
don't
you
know.
go. There we
I know
go.
he was married.
Came back with the question.
Oh,
Tackleberry's daughter, the best way to do Police Academy new movies? Question mark.
no. I couldn't shake my head any harder. No, do not do new Police Academy movies. No, you shouldn't have done. They shouldn't have done as many as they did. Should have stopped at 3.
I don't know. I like them, but I mean, keep going, man. Keep going.
They get 4. 4 is okay, but come on, man. 5, 6, no. Which one is Mission to Moscow? Is that?
I think it's like 6 or something.
I have
It's
them all
5 or
here.
6.
Yeah,
5 or
6.
6. What about the nerds, man? Revenge of the Nerds, man. Like when you get up around 5 or 6, 5 or whatever it is, or 4 or 5 in Revenge of the Nerds, it's like
Yeah, well, the last couple. I think the third one was direct to video, and the fourth one was a TV movie on Fox.
yeah.
Ooh, yeesh, that's time to put the kibosh on that.
So Jay's not above selling out. Okay, he wants to make that beard work. Literally.
Okay, well,
All right. So what Lay says that he should collab with Cap, double beard action.
oh, maybe we'll get together and we'll braid them together and
Oh my God.
we'll fuse each other and just homoerotic
Break the
action.
internet. I don't know about that, but I don't
Yeah.
know about that here. Okay, Revenge of the Nerds, Booger wedding. Yeah, that's it. Booger's wedding. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
I think that's what 3 is. That the third one?
I think
Nerds in Love.
It's 3 or 4 or something like that. I can't remember.
Whatever. Which one is Nerds in Love? Because they all get married, don't they?
I don't
Yeah,
remember. I
it's
have
3.
them all over there.
I think it's 3. Nerds in Love. Nerds in Love.
I love Booger, man.
Yeah.
I like to meet what's his name? Curtis Armstrong. Friend of mine met him like during the COVID time, and he had a mask on, and it was super lame, which is unfortunate. But
That sucks.
yeah.
How do you know it's him? It could be anybody.
Well, I mean, I guess maybe the voice can, but
Yeah.
people can do voices pretty well these days. So
Well, I know you probably really want to meet him because you're a big fan of
oh, this is a good question.
what's the movie you love with John Cusack? What the hell is it called?
Better
Why
Off
can't I
Dead.
think of it? Yeah, Better Off Dead. I was gonna say Drop Dead Gorgeous, but that's
He
not-
plays Charles DeMar in that movie.
yeah. I say you'd be pretty excited to meet him.
Oh, I love to meet him, man. I love it.
Yeah, I loved him in One Crazy Summer as Ack.
I was supposed to
Great.
pick that movie up tonight.
Oh, you really?
Some dude on Facebook was selling movies, and he doesn't know how to do business.
Oh,
That irritated me. So
yeah,
it's still pending at the moment, but I'm about to tell them when they hit the bricks.
yeah. It's unprofessional.
Yes,
Unprofessionality will get you nowhere in life.
that's right, Cap. So
Except-
when you chaps get together, that's me and you.
Yeah.
What VHS movie would you watch for the first ever?
Edward Penis Hands.
You got Edward Peters' hands on the brain, or what? It's like the third
Well,
time
it's-
Peters' hands tonight.
It's really funny. How that'll always be stuck in my head because my first job was at working as a clerk at a video store.
Yes.
I was like 16, 17, going on 17.
Mhm.
It was at the a family run video store called the Video Gallery, and of course they had a back room, and
Oh.
part of my duties were to return the cards for the tape when the tape was returned, because the way they did things, they had the bunch of shelves with like the tape facing outward so you can see what it is, but instead of like grabbing the tape case, you grabbed a card that corresponded what the movie title was. You just picked the card up and took it to the counter, and you found the tape and gave it to them.
Right.
And so when they were return the tape, you'd have to return the card back to the slot from where it was underneath the table. And of course,
Ah.
I mean, even though technically I wasn't legally allowed to see these films, I had to go in the back room and put these cards back.
You gotta do your job.
Yeah, and that's where I became aware of the just hilarity and ridiculum that is Edward Penis Hands.
And you had great work ethic, like you weren't going to say no. Your work ethic was good, and you were going to put those cards back.
Hey, yeah, I was responsible to do it, and I was going to do it, and I was 17, and I didn't mind doing it, if you know what I'm saying. But also, I was just like, I can't believe there was a movie called that, and there is. So,
Well, over here in Canada, like my video store that's set up is what they used to do is they put like little octagon or hexagon shaped plastic tags velcroed
oh,
with the tape number on it, and they would velcro that in front of the tape, so you would leave the box there, grab the tab, bring
Huh.
it to the counter, and they would give you one of these.
yeah,
The
that's interesting.
movie inside a plastic case.
Interesting way to do things.
And it would be
Interesting.
a decorated case. See these ones are purple, see-through purple.
Yeah.
Then you got ones like this over here by McConnell Video in Cornwall, Ontario.
Well,
Where
interesting.
So yeah,
Fascinating.
these stores were
Yeah.
the tags were round. Some were like a hexagon kind of shape.
So that's an interesting way to do things.
Yes.
Video stores were, I found them so fascinating because they all did things differently, didn't they? Like everything was different.
Well, it
I
kind
know,
of
like,
evolved that way.
yeah, because where I grew up, we had two. We were lucky enough to have two video stores. That's how big VHS was when I was a kid. When we were kids, it was a small town. Yet they had two video stores. Okay, go figure. Like the
Nice.
Video Gallery, which is the one I worked at, they did like the little card thing. But then we had Video Land, which was sort of the more. Well, I don't want to say sleazy. I do want to say sleazy because they were kind of sleazy. They had a lot of like just real like trashy movies there, and and they also had like a lot of different Nintendo games. Like they had more of a selection than Video Gallery did, and so we would always go there too. And they had more wrestling tapes, and so you went to Video Gallery to see what else there was. And all they did was they had like the empty case of the tape, but it was like a rubber band around it, and it was just like this like paper tab that just had like the name of the movie on it, and all you did was like take the paper tab up to the counter, and you got the movie.
Oh, okay.
It was just like, okay,
Yeah, all the
this is
same
like,
format, just in different ways, you know.
yeah, like you go there. Oh, they had a special. If you rented 3 Nintendo games, you got scabies. You know,
Staff
it was,
infection.
yeah, it was great. But I also remember they had a lot of really interesting horror displays, which kind of scared me as a kid. I know, like the one like right above the door, like when you left, you saw it. It was like this. It was it was long. And it was an advertisement for Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2. It might have been 3, I don't remember, but it was just like a chainsaw laying on the floor, like right beside this bowl of baked beans with like a hand sticking out of it. It was as a kid, it scared the shit out of me. But you know,
I'm
promotional
gonna try to
wise,
find that. I'm gonna try to find that and
oh
put it above my door.
yeah, yeah. Good luck, dude. Good luck. Okay, it's out there, but it's
I will
expensive.
find it.
Yeah, it's out there, but it's expensive. And so yeah, I always remember that poster. It's tremendous.
Yeah, that's what we
What
were
an,
talking about. We were supposed to talk as a headline, as the banner below
yeah,
reads by.
yeah.
You know, what VHS cover art reminds you of the video store. So it's a good thing we're talking about the video store, and we can get through the chats. And Jay
Yep.
says the internet would melt down if that happened. Yes, too much beard power.
Too much beard power. I read that wrong, and I read it too much bread power, which is not what you meant. Yeah.
Yes, Better Off Dead is awesome. That's a correct statement.
I don't concur.
Hey, come on.
Sorry, I know you love it.
Have I been to an Expos game? I've been to so many Expos games, Stacy, that my brother and I stopped. We told we told our dad, don't bring the tickets home anymore.
Yeah, we're tired of it.
Yeah, we
Dad.
ran around the place. We've graffitied what we could. We got kicked out as many times as we could. We ate as many hot dogs as we could.
Yeah,
We're done with the place. And I'm talking about, I was like, I used to bring my brother, and this is like, the Olympic Stadium is pretty far from my house. I was like, what, maybe 10 years old? My brother's 3 years younger than me, so he's like 7 years old. And we're traveling all the way to the Olympic Stadium to watch Expos. We had box seats. We had box seats, but it was boring as hell.
Yeah. Well, still though, you think about that now, like if you did the same thing now, how much that would cost? You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, it would be insane now. You couldn't do it
Yeah.
now. That's the messed up part, you know. Like,
Yeah.
where are we at now? Let's see. I gotta try to catch up on these double beard action. Revenge of the Nerds.
all 2 guys, 2 beards.
Better Off Dead is awesome. Have I been to Expos? I wonder if it's a magical and romantic as the original movie.
If it's as magical and romantic.
That's what I meant to say.
Yeah. As what?
I don't know. We're out of context now.
Yeah. Left forehead.
Left forehead. A penetrator. A wet dream on Elm Street. Yeah.
Yeah. That'll be a really awkward watch party.
Hey, Larry, what's going on, buddy?
Hey, what's going on, Larry? Larry, here's a game for you. You want to play a game, Larry? In the background, there's something I put up just for you to notice. I wonder if you can notice it. You have the duration of this live stream to figure it out. Please, when you do, chime in immediately and let me know what you think and what you see, and that'll be fun.
Yeah, I haven't heard much from Big Larry this week.
He put a new video out the other day.
Did he?
Or it might have been a short.
I think it was a short, yeah. But no,
Yeah.
I meant like, well, yeah, he sent me some things on Instagram, so maybe I'm just talking on my ass. 2 guys,
If
2
only.
beers, and a video store.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll do it. No, we're not going to do it.
You know what? I have to say, I think we're moving in the wrong direction.
We are. This is not the kind of show I want to be on.
Oh, because no, I'm saying that show right there sounds like something I'm not willing to do.
Yeah. Yeah. No, you're right. Yeah.
I
did.
I love Sequest.
Yeah, I love Sequest too. It was it was Star Trek Underwater.
Yeah, I thought that show was great, man. You know, the other show I used to like that didn't last long. Do you remember Earth 2?
I do. Very, very vaguely though. Yeah, I
With,
don't.
what's his name? The Kraken. I know the Kurgan there. Mr. Krabs. What's his name?
Oh yeah.
Clancy or something?
Yeah. What's his name? It is Clancy something.
Yeah, Clancy. Something Clancy or Clancy something?
Clancy Brown.
There you go.
Is it Clancy Brown?
Could be. I don't know.
Yeah. Who knows?
Probably
really wrong about that. Hey, Puma. Puma.
Hello.
Puma spelled backwards is Amup.
Moop.
Yeah.
If you had a pumpkin farm, what are the movie character faces would you carve on the pumpkins? Or the highway enticing advertisement?
Does it count if I hire somebody else to do it? Because carving pumpkins is hard.
She doesn't mention anything about doing the work yourself, so
yeah. Carving pumpkins is kind of difficult. I love carving pumpkins, but it's always like a basic jack-o'-lantern face, triangle eyes, triangle nose, the smile, with the frown. Depending on if I want to do a happy pumpkin or a mad pumpkin. Pumpkin.
I myself happen to have won a pumpkin carving contest in high school.
Oh, listen to this. I don't know if I can take this.
My own horn, but I carved the Punisher skull, the original Punisher skull.
Oh, cool.
And I colored it all with black marker, and I carved out the teeth, the lines in the teeth, and everything all around it, and everything. And it was like top notch, top shelf.
I'd like to see that. Do you have a picture of it?
I do not. I wish I did. But back then, we didn't have cameras in our pockets. No one had cameras in their pockets back then, right?
Yeah, but it was a special event, though. Did anybody take a picture of it?
The school might have took pictures of it, but they didn't give it to me.
All right. Well, I'm going to fly to your town, and we're going to raid that school and get that picture because I got to see it. Picture it didn't happen.
I would like to see it too. That would be awesome if you can do that.
So yeah, I was almost going to ask, "Oh, do you still have it?" But I realized that was really, really stupid.
Yeah, I can't
pretty dumb.
Something that long.
Pretty dumb.
Do you want to be a courtroom extra in the Scent of a Woman, the new Scent of a Woman, filming soon?
No, because I've been in courtrooms. I was on jury duty, and that's the first and last time I'm ever going to do that. I was actually chosen to be. Now get this, dude. It's a good story. It was probably about 6 years ago. Big old murder. Okay, in a couple towns away.
Big old murder. Okay.
From where I was registered at, and I was called for jury duty, and so I went thinking. Because the chances of me actually being picked for the jury very, very slim. So I was like, I'll go. I have to go, so I'm going to go. I sat days, in the courtroom just waiting for this. The last day of however they do that, they choose whatever it is. The last day, I was chosen for the last alternate of the jury so literally I was this close to getting out of being on a jury. I was the 14th juror, the second alternate. You believe that? Yeah, but it was a very, very interesting experience. I'm glad I went through it. It was hell of a case. It's some chick killed her great aunt some chick and her boyfriend killed her great aunt just to steal her checkbook so they can get a bunch of gas station gift cards, and they went to Arizona, and that's where they called them. And
Oh my god, that is the redneckiest,
it is, dude. No, dude, you have no idea. You have,
trashiest story I've ever heard in my life.
dude. And I say this with all sincerity. You have no idea how trashy that was. It was, yeah, it was bad.
Holy
And
smokes!
and so they were already arrested for the murder because it was already pinned on them.
Right.
But the trial was to see who was responsible for the actual murder. You know what I mean? As opposed to like who was just the accomplice. So that it was trying to see was it the niece, or was it the boyfriend, or was it both? That's what the trial was about. It was very, very interesting. And it was also sad because I spent the whole week there. I was writing down notes. I was real into it, But then like if you're not used as an alternate, if you're not used as the juror on the jury, you can't sit in on deliberation. Like your opinion means squat. So I was excused whilst they went deliberated. So I didn't even get a chance to cast my opinion on the case. And that sucks.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, but it was a cool.
It's like it's all build up and like almost no climax at the end.
Yeah, it's like yeah. Well, you said it first. You said it perfectly. That's what it was. I felt really sad, and the judge was like, "Well, the jury will now deliberate. The alternates may be excused." And so I just kind of got up and so like moped on out of the courtroom. I was like, "Bye,
wandered away, and you're like kicking rocks, and you're like, oh, I guess I'll go.
Bye, everybody. Bye, Your Honor."
Hey, look, the Mummy and the Monkey.
Hey, what's going on?
Lanterns are classic. Just nice to hear people like Halloween.
Oh, I love Halloween. And if I'm feeling saucy enough, I might include like a fang or like a tooth on my pumpkin smile. That's about that's about the extent of my skill. I could also add like pupils to the eyes, but that's about the extent of my skill. I do like carving pumpkins. Love carving pumpkins.
That's good work, though. That's good work, apparently.
Yeah. Love carving pumpkins. Drinking beer and carving pumpkins.
That's it.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go. That's insane. That's insane. Okay.
Yeah.
Whatever it is, it's insane.
I'm quite certain she's talking about the murder case. I was a juror on.
She didn't love that for you, Cap. She doesn't. She didn't love that for you. She feels your pain.
Yeah. Well, it was okay. It was fun.
Yeah. Well, who played the best devil, man? George Burns?
No, Al Pacino.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, you know what? I can't say no because Al Pacino did play a good devil. Yeah. I think George Burns played a great devil as well.
Mm.
But if when I have to pick my on-screen devil, I'm always taking Robert De Niro from Angel Heart.
Yeah, well, okay. Before we get into this,
him there. Just hear me out. Him there with his long fingernails, picking the boiled egg, and with his long hair and the beard and everything, like Louis Cypher.
Yeah,
I mean, it's so badass. You can't even. It's hard to top.
Yeah. Well, to be honest with you, I'm not done talking about carving pumpkins.
Oh, okay. Well,
okay. I should say this: where I am based, and I spend most of my years, Octobers aren't exactly cool. They're not chilly. They're more on the warmer side. It takes a while to get really, really cold where I'm really stationed at that time of year. And so it's like when I carve a pumpkin, it's like I have probably about 2 days before it just starts to completely melt into itself because it's too warm. I mean, some years are warmer than others. I remember having 1 year I carved a pumpkin, and like 2 or 3 days later, it was like just filled with like gnats and fruit flies. It was like it's so disturbing. Then they start like folding in on themselves, like
they curl up.
It's a sad fate for jack-o'-lanterns, but if it's cold out, totally cool. They stay good, but if it's warm, oh no, forget about it.
That's not the best idea, but
nothing worse than a hot gourd.
Captain as Demi Moore in The Juror.
You saying I should portray Demi Moore in The Juror? I don't think it's going to work. I appreciate the vision, but I don't think it's going to work.
Sorry. That's pretty fucking funny, man.
Yeah.
I just never thought of Demi Moore, like you replacing Demi Moore.
It just wouldn't work. It's not going to work. Nope.
I think you can pull it off because
Yeah,
you might be a good actor, but
not that good. What are you talking about?
oh, that's funny shit. Oh,
I might be able to do GI Jane. I could probably
whew,
do because I have a
that was a
bald
good
head.
one.
I could probably do
Holy
GI
shit, that made me
Jane.
laugh.
Not striptease though. I'm not doing striptease. Don't worry about that. I might be able to do a few good
Oh
men. I could probably do that one.
man. Yeah, she just said, "What about striptease?" Oh boy.
No, I'm sticking with a few good men. Oh, I'm a JAG lawyer, and you better straighten up, buddy.
You better pull your socks up.
That's right. Oh man, we're having fun here. We're having fun, aren't we, folks?
Oh,
So,
jeez.
what's the
That was
what's
good.
the
That was a
what's
good
the?
fun right there. I had a good chuckle. I enjoyed that.
That was a good chuckle. It's good for a
Yeah.
bit of bullshit, as Matthew
Yeah,
Binney would
like
say.
Matthew said, good for a bit of bullshit there.
Yep.
You go on a hot air balloon around the world in 80 days.
Uh-oh.
You have rope. Oh, okay. You have rope traps, but must pick two horror villains. 20 by 20 meters space on the balloon to share.
Okay, why? Why would I be on a hot air balloon for 80 days with two monsters?
Hmm. That's a good
Can I just,
question. I don't know.
can
What is
I
the
just say,
question exactly?
can I just say no? Like, no thanks? Well, for one, I wouldn't be on a hot air
Okay, you must
balloon
pick two
anyway.
horror villains. Oh, okay, the horror villains.
Yeah, what am I doing on a hot air balloon? Who am I, the Wizard of Oz? Like, I'm not going to go on a hot air balloon.
The horror villains?
Yeah, but especially with horror villains. I wouldn't go with Mr. Rogers and Bob Ross for heaven's sakes. I'm not answering your question. Sorry. I refuse to answer that
No.
question.
I'm gonna pick two. I'm gonna pick what villains, horror villains I'd like to be in a hot air balloon with, other than a gremlin and Dr. Giggles.
Oh, Dr. Giggles. You're sick.
You betcha.
I have my choices. I want to go with the big critter ball from, like, what was it, Critters 2? It was a Critters 2. They formed a big critter ball, the critter
Yeah, I
boulder.
think so.
And I want to
The
go with
critter ball.
the Happy Toys truck from Maximum Overdrive.
There you go.
I want to be on a hot air balloon with those things.
Wicked.
Yeah.
A new anthology is being made by indie film rights called Pumpkin Carving. One of the segments is about competitive carvers, and it is pretty crazy. It's a pretty crazy story that they end up carving each other. Oh, skin of it.
Oh, it's gross.
Wow. Each other's
You're
skin
sick.
faces.
You're sick, man.
Go,
Kick her out.
gross.
I don't want to talk to her anymore.
Gross. And
It's a
remember the
good
movie?
idea. Good concept for a horror movie. Definitely a body horror movie. I don't like body horror very much, but yeah, decent concept enough.
If you had to share a gondola ride with two movie mobsters.
Oh, okay. Let me answer your question with a question. Would one of them be singing to me as they row me down the canals of Venice? Like, oh, soli mio, cari moria.
I
Like that.
assume if you pick the right mobsters, that you can get anybody to sing whatever you want.
Yeah, well, okay.
She says absolutely. By the way, she says absolutely.
Okay, good. Good.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. I like the quick answer. I like that. Let's see. Two mobsters. I would do, well, I always got to do this. I would do Ray Liotta from Goodfellas. You always got to do Goodfellas. Love Goodfellas. He wouldn't be singing now. Who would be singing? I'm not going to say James Caan because I know that sets you off, Rob.
I knew you were going to say that.
No James Caan. I guess it would be who was the guy from A Bronx Tale? What is that actor's name?
Whoa, who Benny Blanca?
Yeah.
That's John Little Wiggly Ziggly Yamo.
Yeah, we'll do him. Yeah.
If somebody can pronounce that name better than I can, please
That was
go ahead.
I didn't know I was.
But
Me,
the
I
clown
didn't
from
know.
Spawn, the guy who plays the clown from Spawn, that is Benny Blanca from the Bronx.
Oh no! No, I'm not talking about that. No, I'm talking about the guy, the head guy from Bronx Tale.
Oh, a
The head
Bronx
guy.
Tale. I thought you said Carlito. No,
No, I didn't
I think
say.
that's Carlito's way. I'm thinking.
What? How would you? What?
I don't know, man.
It's
A
like a,
Bronx Tale. I don't remember that well, so you're gonna have to come up with that yourself.
oh, you haven't? It's got Robert De Niro as the kid's father. Like you haven't. You watch it again, dude. It's a great movie. In fact, that's this week's homework. Everybody, watch A Bronx Tale.
I've seen a Bronx Tale. I'm so tired of mobster movies, man. To be honest with you,
Oh well, I'm
last I
sorry.
watched
Oh, I had
Irishman.
no idea.
The last Irishman movie, the Scorsese movie, where it was, and while I was watching that movie, I was thinking two things to myself. One, this movie is like a homage to all the mobster movies all together and all kind of thing like that. And two,
Oh
I'm
sure.
so tired of mobster movies.
well, A Bronx Tale. It's that's like the late '80s. It's sort of like before there was a lot of mobster movies. So A Bronx Tale was one of the OGs. But yeah, it was the guy who played like the head mobster guy that he took the kid under his wing. I can't remember what that guy's name was, but anyway, yeah, I would like him singing to me as he rows me down a canal, and as Ray Liotta feeds me linguine.
Mobsters, eh?
Yeah,
Movie mobsters.
yeah,
I like. I always like when I think of that. I think of obviously I go to Robert De Niro all the time, and
yeah.
the only for me the guy the only thing that saved The Godfather was like Robert De Niro's portrayal of like Vito Corleone. So I'm going to take young Vito.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Young Vito's going to come with me, and maybe he'll row, or I'll make him an offer he can't refuse, and he'll have to row. You know what I'm saying?
ah, I like it. I can dig it. Good
I should see
question,
Bronx
Lady. Good
Tale.
question.
Bronx Tale is legit. No, it's a good movie. I'm not saying it's not a bad movie. I just like, you know what? I just it's a lot, man. We've seen at this day and age, we've seen a lot of mobster movies now, and I just like like operative movies, like any operative movie where they're walking around half the movie like this. I don't want to watch that anymore.
No, I'm with you. I'm
I've
with
just
you.
seen too many of them.
There was a time it seemed like that was like every other movie that was released. It was an operative movie. So I'm totally with you.
Yeah, you know what I mean. I just and I do like the mobsters. I do like the underground business. I used to grow weed for the bikers for many years back in the day.
Uh-huh.
So you know what I'm saying. But I'm tired of it.
Well, the the opinions expressed on the show do not necessarily.
Captain Adam does not speak or vouch for the character of
Yeah,
Ron's in
no,
this video, or does he have any association or?
no, I do not. I do not sell weed to bikers.
Oh boy,
Of course, it's legal now, so who cares?
yeah.
Mm.
Linguine with marinara sauce or Alfredo sauce.
Marinara, red
I love
gravy, baby.
marinara, but I like myself some Alfredo too.
Yeah, Alfredo. It's too creamy.
I,
It's
I
too creamy for me. I have like a reaction to it. Isn't that interesting?
it ain't too
It,
creamy where I come
it
from.
gets sick.
I love pasta.
You used to love it. I used to love it. I'm not saying I don't love it still. Oh, I know it doesn't love me. That's all I can say. All they say that. Oh, it doesn't love me. That's my case with Alfredo sauce. I don't like it. I like it. I like it. It doesn't like me. So I go red gravy every time.
Pesci, yeah, Pesci has a cameo as well. That's right.
Yeah, he does. Yeah.
Would be a fun gondola ride. I agree.
I think any gondola ride would be fun. Really, as long as you don't tip it over. Easy to do. Easy to do. I was in a canoe once. That's it. Yeah.
Gravy blasphemous.
No, red gravy. They that's what red sauce is. They call it red gravy.
Yeah.
Don't blame me. That's what they call it. I just kind of go with it. It's marinara sauce.
I love it all.
Yeah.
You know what? I like to dip my marinara sauce in other marinara sauce.
Wow, you're kinky, dude. So what you're saying is when you dip, I dip, they dip.
That's right.
Okay.
When I dip, you dip, they dip.
I'll put your dip in my dip as a dip.
You know something? I know somebody personally who's listened to our highlight reel a couple times, and every time you say, there's a clip where you say, "Calm down, have some dip,"
Yeah. Yep. Yeah.
and that person
Yep.
enjoys that piece. I was like
Well, good. I'm glad. I'm very, very glad. It's actually, I don't want to spoil this. I don't want to ruin the magic, but I cannot take credit for that line. That line was actually from George Carlin from a stand-up routine he did when he's talking about. I can't remember what the setup was. Something about oh, it was stuff you never want to hear, and it's like some lady screaming at him, "I'm pregnant. You're the father, and I'm going to kill all three of us." He's just like, "Calm down. Have some dip." It's just hilarious. Like, it's like out of nowhere. Like it's always stuck with me. I think it's from. Is it? I think it's from. I don't think is it from Carlin on Campus. It's from one of his albums. I don't. I don't
So
know.
the lady is telling us that they try to call it gravy in some parts of Jersey, but the real Italians know it's called sauce.
Yeah, you know something, lady. I've always had a problem with people calling it red gravy because it's not gravy. It's not a necessarily a meat derivative. A red sauce is more of a tomato derivative. Gravy is a meat derivative, obviously, but they call it red. They call it red gravy, and I just, it's to me, it sounds more interesting. It almost sounds like a spy film. Oh, Adam Brown in Red Gravy this summer,
It's like in the UK where they call ketchup red sauce, and they call HP sauce brown sauce.
which is
Like in
very, very
Scotland is like, you want some brown sauce or red sauce?
brown sauce. I don't want,
HP sauce.
don't ever ask me if I want brown sauce ever again.
I love HP sauce. I eat brown sauce all day long.
Oh, brown sauce. Oh, it sounds gross. It just sounds like a bodily fluid.
Stacey might go with Bob Hoskins from Long Good Friday if he counts as a mobster.
Well, sure. I should say yeah, I would think he does. Yeah, I'll count it. Yeah.
Pour some brown sauce on me and then lick it up. Sorry.
Ew, man, Rob, what's gotten into you?
I went on my own with that. Sorry.
Yeah, yeah. Wait, yeah, wait.
It just went through me. Like brown
Yeah.
sauce. It just went through me.
Oh, ooh.
Ooh,
I guess
there it is.
I guess poured on.
So here's the. Sorry, I'm cutting you off. You gotta go ahead. Speak.
No, I was going to say. I guess it just depends on how hot it is, how fresh off the broiler or boiler it is. If it's really, really hot, that's gonna be painful. That's gonna inflict some burns.
You don't want anything very, very hot.
No, because I mean, gravy can get really, really hot.
Is all my puts in. Yeah, well, puts in is very good at brown sauce. Also,
Poutine,
very good.
You don't call it poutine? You call it poutine?
Poutine is not the real way to say it.
I see. That's a tourist way to say it, huh?
Exactly.
I thought so. See,
how you pronounce this word right here is puts in. Like if you were going to say puts, like put, P-U-T with an S, and then in, puts in.
So instead of,
it's not poo. It's not poutine.
Well, it looks like poo.
No, it's not poutine. It's puts in.
It looks like poo. Speaking of brown sauce, it looks like poo. Yeah.
But anyways, brown sauce is very good on a puts in, and so is the regular puts in sauce. But it can't
isn't it curious how different regions are? Like, it's very interesting, isn't it? But so you're saying it's put in, but you're not going to put out.
Well, no, you will put out after you eat it.
Oh, okay. You mean like
you'll probably have a roast beef on 350 not too long after that.
Oh man, I'm gonna explode.
It's a delight going down. It's a delight going in. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
might not be as a delight going out, but
I've heard it's a delight going in.
But there's some places especially like in Quebec and in Montreal where I'm from, where you go and get a puts in, and the gravy has been sitting there on the burner all day, and now this gravy is scorching hot.
Yeah, it's like magma.
Yeah, and they put it on some fries that just came out of the deep fryer, which are less hot than the gravy.
Only slightly less hot, mind you.
So the curd cheese that they put is completely obliterated from the heat of the fries and the heat of the gravy.
just evaporates immediately. Yeah.
And that's the recipe for a bad puts in, ladies and gentlemen.
So it's like you're putting the surface of the sun on the surface of Mercury and putting cheese curds on it. And
Yeah.
yeah.
And I'm speaking to you, La Belle Province. If you're listening to me, La Belle Province, I'm talking to you. Your
Listen
gravy
up,
is too damn
Bell
hot.
Province. We're
Turn that
speaking to
fucking gravy
you.
down.
What'd you say? I'm sorry. I was doing a wrestling promo.
No, I was telling the Belle Province to turn your gravy down. It's too damn hot.
Yeah. If you don't turn that gravy down right away, it's gonna be trouble for you.
You can take that to the bank.
You can take that to the bank and smoke it.
That's right. I don't know why you want to smoke it at the bank, but you can do it.
You can't smoke at the bank. You can't smoke anywhere anymore.
Anywhere anymore.
Yeah. Hey, listen, I wanted to speaking of smoking, I want to say something, a personal note for all of my subscribers out there who may have been waiting for the next show and tell video, if you're privy to the next show and tell video, which is going to be about my restaurant ashtray collections. It's completed, but I'm having a lot of problems, technical problems, uploading it. For some reason, the software I use is absolutely refusing to export it to my photo bank. It's just saying I don't have enough room, even though I have plenty of room. So I'm going to have to figure something out. So hopefully by Sunday it'll be uploaded. I don't know what's going on with it, but it's very, very strange. I've done all I can to give it more room, and it's still not taking the bait. So I'm going to have to do something else. So if you're waiting on the video, it is done. It will be out, just not as soon as I'd like it to be.
Just another case of the digital man trying to keep a creator down.
Yeah. This Skynet
Sorry, I have to say it. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Skynet putting brown sauce all over my stuff. Scorching hot brown sauce all over my stuff.
Brown sauce.
Ruining my curds. You're ruining my curds.
Okay, let's see. Don't ruin the curds, man. That's the worst. If you ruin the curds, you're destroying the puts in. It's just you don't understand that.
Curds, they got to be squeaky when you eat them. You know,
yes.
They got to have that squeak.
See, you understand.
I love it. Yeah.
All right, let's see what we got to say. Okay, here. Yeah, Lady once she's waiting to until she can dive face first into a puts in.
Well, make sure it's cool. Make sure it's cool. Don't do it hot. Don't.
McConaughey, George Jetson.
Matthew McConaughey for George Jetson? I don't know.
It literally just dawned on her.
I always kind of thought of.
It needs to occur.
I'm surprised they haven't done it yet. I always kind of thought, who's the guy from Fargo? He would have made a good George Jetson. What's his name?
Oh, you're talking about another three named dude, or William H. Macy, or whatever his name is?
Yeah, William H. Macy. Would have been a pretty good.
Put in my mouth. That shit looks good.
Oh, it does. Every time I see like a show, like a cooking show or some kind of like traveling food show, it always features a put in. It looks just.
You're missing the S. You're saying it right, but you're missing the S. It's puts in.
How about you put it in? Okay. Anyways, it looks so good. I want to eat my TV. Tape talk, and having some dip. Yeah.
Relax and have some dip.
I'll say it again if you guys want me to.
Len Dog has seen The Bronx Tale a bunch of times.
Mm-hmm.
He only has eyes for you.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, a lot of awkward scenes in The Bronx Tale. Is there a lot of awkward scenes?
Oh yeah.
That kid really needed to get away from those friends he had. Those friends were terrible people.
Are.
Yeah.
So Stacy is visiting Montreal in 2027.
Wow, that's planning ahead. That's planning ahead, isn't it? Jeez.
That's served as a sandwich. You want a steak sandwich? Okay, in Montreal. 2027, huh? I'm like immediately thinking of like home. Len Dog, shoot me at where's Len Dog at? I know he's in here. There we go. The keg.
There it goes. There you go. See,
Because
we
I'm
have
thinking old
a
school
great
places.
audience.
I'm
I
thinking
love
some
our
old
audience.
school places like La Biff Tech or something like that, but I don't think that exists anymore. So
Yeah, Biff Tech.
La Biff Tech is a place that they talk about beaucoup là, dans Montréal, but
Les
I think
Biff
it's
Tech.
cool.
Yeah.
So the keg. Len Dog answered you. There you go.
I love our audience. Our audience is very with it.
What other regional dishes that you like from the area? Montreal has good food in any genre. So eat what you want. Also, regarding Captain, what is the right amount of bell pepper in a crab cake? And you like it in any other special way, or
Oh yeah, I mean the right amount of bell pepper is none in a crab cake. None.
that's
None.
zero? You're
That
saying
is
zero? Zero
zero.
bell
Zero. Yeah. The more filler in a crab cake, the worse it gets.
pepper? Okay,
All
okay.
you need is a binder and crab. That's all you need. That's a crab cake. I like it. I like them broiled.
Should crab cake be fried all the way through, or should it be
No,
like in the middle?
no, you broil them. You can fry them if you want to, but I prefer broil them. Just broil them. Make them
Okay,
hot all the way through. Make
okay.
them hot all the way through. Um, yeah,
All right.
I prefer them with the no bell peppers, and I prefer all the restaurant has. Every single crab cake the restaurant has, I'll take. I I crab cakes are a thing I really can't eat enough of. Like I just
I'm
it's like
getting that vibe from you.
it's like Pac-Man around the maze with the little dots. That's like
Hmm.
it might as well be me, like my big head with crab cakes. That's just what
Right.
it is.
That's
Wah,
like me
wah,
with beers.
wah, 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 wah.
I'm like that
Crab
with
cake.
beers.
Yeah, well,
But yes,
yeah,
they do put hot dogs on poutine. And nowadays they put anything you can shake a stick at on a poutine. So
yeah.
yeah, Len Dog said there's a million spots in the city. If you go to good quality places, you're gonna have a good time every time.
Every time.
Yeah, 60% of the time you're gonna have an amazing time every time.
Yep, that's right. Yep.
If you can hang out with
Uh,
a wrestler
oh,
24 hours, party.
that's. I don't know. I'm scared of that question. I've heard stories. I don't think I would want to do with any of them because I wouldn't survive.
Yeah, he's like that's like a death wish.
Yeah, I mean it wouldn't be Ric Flair. It wouldn't be Jake. Certainly wouldn't be Jake the Snake Roberts. Uh, Maybe
What about Razor Ramon?
no way, dude. No
No,
way. No.
okay, not even like Chris Benoit.
Oh, I. Uh,
No,
no. Scratch that from the record. We don't talk about this anymore. We're not allowed. Oh, the opinions on this show are not expressed by all those.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna say
you can't even talk about Chris Benoit anymore.
I'm gonna say
Uh,
poor Chris Benoit though. Mental illness. So shout out to anybody.
well,
Like
absolutely. It was. Yeah, if we could get serious here, I know you people come here for the seriousness and the just engaging content. But yeah, there was a lot of evidence for CTEs. The CTEs that was called, or
something like that.
because like I mean, one of his finishing move for like 20 years was the flying headbutt, or like he just landed on his head.
Yeah, that's
Like I mean, that's
I figure it's not that that can't be that very healthy.
no, it's not. That's why they kind of outlawed it. It just they started doing that stuff before they really had any knowledge of what really concussions could do in the long term, and concussions would just make you insane because it inflated your brain, it inflamed your brain, and well, that's what
Here's a
happened.
question for you. Here's a wrestling question for you.
Uh-huh.
Wasn't one of the bulldogs? Wasn't one of his finishing moves like the flying headbutt as well?
Yeah, Dynamite Kid. Yeah, he was and he was also a very very insane guy. He ended up being what happened to him?
Head injuries, folks. Head injuries.
He ended up being paralyzed. He was in a wheelchair for the last part of his life, and yeah. Don't do flying headbutts if you're a wrestler. Don't do flying headbutts, and of course all the chair shots Benoit took. It's just it's unbelievable. But
Let's get
anyway,
back to a lighter side of the question. A lighter side of the question. I would pick Bam Bam Bigelow.
Yeah, well, he was another one that's funny you say that. He also had a flying headbutt for his finishing move. So yeah, nice choice. Okay, all right.
Okay, I'm an insensitive prick. I'm sorry about that.
Yeah.
Let's move on. Is Swiss Chalet good? Yes,
And
Swiss Chalet
I'm
is
speaking to
very good.
Lendog. I'm speaking to Lendog. Let me answer this question.
Yeah.
I would pick The Undertaker because he seems like a pretty cool cucumber, even though he's definitely afraid of cucumbers, oddly enough. Look it up. It's the truth. But he's a cool guy, and no one would want any problems, and he would take care of you. And also,
are you saying that the Undertaker is scared of cucumbers?
yes, look it up. It's a true story. He'll start puking. He hates cucumbers. Just looking at one. It's a weird, but it's a true story.
So
And
if I try to penetrate you guys hanging out, and he stepped
yes,
to me and I pulled a cucumber out my pocket, then I would nullify him, right?
yes, Rob. If you tried to penetrate me and pull out a cucumber, the Undertaker would step away. Yes,
We're going in the wrong direction again.
Well, you're the one that said that. I mean, what do you want me to do?
I did say that, but I meant your.
Oh, I did say that, but
I meant your good time.
It's your fault for hearing me. Oh man, and Haku, I would pick Haku because he's the toughest guy in the universe.
Listen, you smell that?
I wish you could. This man.
Okay, Swiss Chalet is very good. In Quebec, they call it Chalet Swiss because everything's backwards. Yeah, it's very good. Dipping sauce, delightful. Hillbilly Jim.
He just looks like he stinks.
Mr. Steer makes a good steak. Swiss Chalet is just normal. In Quebec, it's just normal. In Ontario, it is not.
Yeah.
Roman Reigns for my own personal reasons. Oh yeah. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, we get that.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see where we're at here down here. Oh, Crusher's here.
Crusher. Oh my God.
Crusher, you're a little late for the night, but you showed up, so that's good.
Am I really gonna have another week on Tape Talk?
In the wrong chat because we're talking about wrestling. We love wrestling up in here.
It's just really another week on Tape Talk where I'm going to have to say I have not subscribed to Crusher's channel yet because I still have. Crusher, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Hold on.
Rob's with this video would like to issue a statement that we did not back all of.
Issue a public apology. The opinions expressed in the show do not necessarily represent those of the contributors. I'm going to write it down on my Morton Anderson card. Crusher's movies engaged. Okay. I have a list, folks. Yep, I'm not. I'm sorry. I'm letting you down. I'm sorry. I'm ashamed of myself.
I apologize, Crusher. I apologize to you.
Yeah, you should. It is all your fault, Rob. You're the one that gave me a public forum.
This is true. But,
yeah.
I feel like we're like 50-50 at it, so.
Well, yeah, I don't know. Well.
Get a tattoo on your head already.
Well, I got to shave my head again. I've been meaning to do that this week. I typically just shave my head because I'm balding. And what am I supposed to do? Get a toupee? Get hair plugs? You know how weird that is. You have friends that see you all the time. They see that you're bald, and all of a sudden you show up with hair. Oh, they're going to buy that? Okay. Yeah. Okay. Just shave your head. You eat it. You eat it. You live it. You embrace it.
That's right.
Whatever problems come your way, don't run for them. You drive right into them. You know,
you own that. What do they say these days? Own it. That's what they own it. Yeah. That's what they say these days.
Yeah, I love having a bald head because it's less I got to do.
What did Eddie Murphy say? What did Eddie Murphy say? Was it Delirious or Raw? He said, "You can't be bald headed on Monday and have hair down to your ass on Wednesday."
Yeah, people are going to notice. Excuse me,
Nothing wrong with
folks.
being bald. See, late day telling you. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, typically I am, but through the winter I kind of let it go, even though I should. It's easier to shave your head when you keep up with it.
It is. That's
When you
correct.
let it go, it's like it's a multi-step process. So in the winter, I sort of let it go because it's cold.
People make wishes on your head, rubbing it and everything.
Yes, they
And there's
do.
nothing wrong with rubbing the head.
Yeah, there isn't, and usually the wishes come true.
So has anybody noticed this banner running along the bottom of the stream here, where it says what VHS cover art reminds you of the video star? Does anybody have a question to this answer to this question that's been slowly creeping by?
Well, I got to tell you what. Every time I see one of those, I'm looking to see if my school is closed for snow. That's what.
You know what? Stay tuned for next week.
All like the counties are closed because of the winter storm.
Stay,
Or I'm like looking at like
we'll see what
I'm
that
looking at
line says.
yeah, I'm like watching for like stock trading tips. Like what's up this month?
Oh my God! Jim Burton calls you and he says, Jim Burton. Jack Burton
Jim
calls
Burton.
you and says that Kim Cattrall's character has been taken, and he needs your help to do a little Tokyo with him. What are you going to do?
Go to Little Tokyo with them? I'm going to say no.
Jack Burton.
I don't care.
Or
He
Top
wouldn't care
Express.
about me. I'm not going to care about him. No. Figure it out yourself, pal.
All right. You know what old Jack Burton says on a time like that, right?
Yeah.
Okay, as long as you know.
He seems to be able to handle things by himself. At least he thinks he does.
I know he likes to gamble. He's a wild card, that's for sure. I'll tell you that. I don't know. Those guys are a little.
I mean,
That movie, we have to watch. We have to talk about that movie one day. I have to talk about that movie with somebody sooner or later because
okay.
there's a
You got
lot
to
of
get it
like
off your
a lot
chest.
of weird things in that movie.
Oh, yeah. It's great. Well, it's a John Carpenter movie.
Yeah, I know,
So
but
of
I
course
mean,
there is.
like a lot of weird things that are like I feel like are almost unnecessary.
Again, it's a John Carpenter movie. So, yes, of course. That was the movie he had fun with. He had a good time with
Yeah,
that
you had a
movie.
good time with it, but there's a
No.
lot of weird things. I watched that movie. I don't know how many times I've seen that movie. I put it on before I fall
Oh,
asleep when I can't go to sleep at night and shit. I watched that movie. I've probably seen it at least 20, 30 times.
oh yeah. I love that movie. I have a special connection to that movie because, like I always say, I've always said on my channel, all the videos I've done before, I've said on this live stream before, there was like a certain like group of movies I was maybe too young to see. I don't know, but I saw them on a very very weird venue where TBS used to play this kind of stuff on like Tuesday nights, like a primetime movie. Like Big Trouble in Little China. That's the first time I saw Big Trouble in Little China. First time I saw Maximum Overdrive. First time I saw Red Sonja. Conan the Destroyer. First time I saw The Running Man. It was all on like TBS, like through the week. Like so, and I was
A
probably
lot
like
of it came for me.
9 or 10 years old. You know, and it's like it just really really impacted on me. And it's a fun movie. Big Trouble in Little China is a very very fun movie. It's
Oh, I
like
love it.
it's a I should say it's like a sword and sorcery movie set in like modern times. Well, it's the 80s, but set in modern times at that time. There's also like a lot of like gun fights, and it's a martial arts film as well. There's a lot going. That movie has a lot going on for it. And if you watch it, if you examine it, Jack Burton really has nothing to do with the story. It's like he doesn't do anything. Like he gets in trouble the most. The only reason why he's successful is because he has friends helping him out. Like Jack Burton as far as a hero goes, he sucks. That's his
Uh,
character. He never wants to be a hero. He just wants his truck back, and that's what he does. But he really doesn't do much. You know what I
yeah, but
mean?
he doesn't want to. He doesn't want to. Desert the people either. Wants to help out a little bit too. He has got a good
Well, he
heart.
wants his truck. He wants his money that he won from Wang.
But that's
And
that's what I'm saying. Like that's what I'm talking about. Like the whole dynamic of the movie, especially the beginning, the intro between the friendship between Jack Burton and his buddy, right?
yeah, you can say it. You can say it. His name is Wang.
Yeah, Wang, but his buddy Wang it's like so bizarre. And next thing you know, he's like he's going through a war with him, He was like, he almost threatened him. He threatened to kill him like with his knife, and he's like, I hope this doesn't get, I hope this doesn't get dirty. Two
Yeah,
old friends from Chicago. He's like,
yeah,
thinks he's going to cut him for a minute, and they're supposed to be best buddies, but they're like,
yeah. Well, you know,
yeah,
we
I
would
love
probably
that
do
movie,
that.
man. Like, I dissected it from piece to piece. I watched it so many times, like I've said. So it fascinates me. Like I like to talk to the dude. This is my favorite John Carpenter movie, and I would
Mhm.
like to talk to him and ask him so many questions about it.
Yeah. No, it's a great movie. I mean, it's a loaded movie. There's a lot going on. Like you said, a lot going on. You know,
Okay, so where are we at here?
it's got Victor Wong in it. You can't go wrong with You can't go wrong with Victor Wong.
Wow.
Yeah.
It
Oh, look,
reminds
I
me of
look
the
at that.
video shoppy. There you go.
Chope.
Warner Brothers clamshell of Private Benjamin VHS. Oh, okay. Nice.
Yeah, I don't have that one. I do have the normal sleeve, the
I have that
distribution
either.
that came out after that one. I have it's still an early one, but not the clamshell one.
Well, since we're
Private
talking
Benjamin.
about that,
Uh-oh.
like I was telling you earlier, Ghost Town. The reason why I have this standee here and the tape over here, oh shit, I'm knocking shit over, is because that's one movie that reminds me. I remember seeing that as when I was younger. Stands out in my mind, just like this one here I picked up recently. Like I was telling the cap. I'll pop it up here.
Yeah.
Oh my man, work this out here. It worked. Future Kill. Remember that
Oh, but
one?
look at that sticker
Look
placement
at that
though.
sticker, man, right there on top of
Oh,
the title.
that's that'll be illegal.
Yeah,
That's
for
terrible,
sure.
man.
But
That is terrible.
this image, though, man, is like
Yeah, great stuff.
awesome
Great
tape.
stuff. It's almost it's almost Geiger like. I don't think it is Geiger. Is it Geiger that did that artwork?
I don't know. You know what? I wouldn't remember that. So you're asking the wrong dude. But I guess we can Google it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna Google it. Not on the show. I'll do it. Watch two guys on their
Two
phones.
guys on their phones.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that.
Best wrestling movie ever made. By my pick is Ready to Rumble. No holds barred. You know
Well,
something? Ready to Rumble has a scene. Ready to Rumble has an epic scene in it, and that is the scene where what's his name? Arquette.
yeah.
He's drinking that Slurpee, and he wants to get it topped up again. So he sticks his finger up his ass,
Oh,
and then he goes into the store and says, "Oh man, this thing smells like shit." And when he goes to hand it over to the store clerk, and he sticks his finger in the store clerk's nose, and all he smells is his ass. And he's like, that's terrible. Go get another one. Go get another one. Take another one."
get another one. Yeah,
Yeah, that scene is hilarious. It's genius writing. I fucking love it.
yeah. Get more ass Slurpee. Oh, I'm gonna be sick.
Excellent
Yeah, that's
writing. Excellent comedic writing.
yeah. Ready to Rumble. Kind of a slept-on movie, even though it really shouldn't be, because I mean WCW was as hot as it ever could be at that time, but there are those that argue that's what killed it. One of the reasons it died was because it became too overly comedic, too I guess silly-hearted. Like there's a lot of people that think that's really what led to the downfall. Mainly because they included David Arquette as part of their program, and he actually became their world champion. I don't know if you ever heard about that, Rob, but that actually was a thing. And that's like one of the things that contributed to the downfall of WCW.
Yeah, as it would.
Yeah, it should. And that's all because of Vince Russo. I don't care what anybody says. Vince Russo killed WCW. I'm sorry, he did. I don't care if he's a nice guy in real life. I don't care. But his writing absolutely put the stake right through the heart of WCW. Hey, Echo's here. Has Echo been here the whole time?
Buddy?
Echo been here the whole time?
One of my buddies. I don't see that often in the Echo. I was going to say that when we were talking about your little murder story. That it's a story that a lot of my horror friends would like to enjoy, but unfortunately, none of them show up in my stream except for Layday and Echo.
Yeah, that. Yeah, you talking about the the jury trial I was on. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah. Your little
Okay, well, there's
murder
something else you
story.
should know about that will make you even more worse is that they didn't just kill her great aunt. They stabbed her in the chest for one, and then they cut her throat so deep, and actually there was marks on her spinal cord, which meant they almost cut her head off
Oh my god,
just to get her checkbook to get gas station gift cards.
that's
Okay,
craziness.
that's the worst thing I've ever heard. It's like
Craziness.
it's like that part in A Princess Bride at the end where Antigua Montoya actually encounters the guy and he throws a knife at him around the corner, and he's like, "Oh, you practice all your life to get revenge on me, and only to fail now." I think that's the worst thing I've ever heard. Like he just says it so like sincerely. It's like the best line in the film. Like
Yeah,
I think that's the worst thing I've ever heard. And
it's like Dream Crusher.
yeah, that trial was something else. But anywho, yeah. What was
Do you
it?
think that John Carpenter would have made a great carpenter?
what? What? Uh, yeah, sure. No, actually, I don't think. I don't think you would have. I don't know. I don't think you
I
would have.
suppose
Yeah,
if he put the same passion, more passion. If he put the
yeah.
passion, if he put the passion into his carpentry, he would have done the same.
Did Crusher have a wrestling question that we just kind of glossed over back a couple comments ago? I want to
Crusher.
think he did, but I don't. We got sidetracked. We get sidetracked on the show.
Oh,
Don't we?
yeah, you asked the best wrestling movie.
Oh, No Holds Barred is okay. I should say they got a little weird with that because they tried to like cross promote it with into the actual WWF where it was like Zeus, came into the WWF, but instead of but then there was also Hulk Hogan, which I said this many times. The Hulk Hogan in the film is Rip. His name is Rip. He's not Hulk Hogan, but Zeus is Zeus in the film. But in reality, in WWF, it's Zeus. Zeus is Zeus, but Hulk Hogan isn't Rip. He's Hulk Hogan. So it's like, what do we believe? Okay, so either Hulk Hogan isn't real or Zeus is. Which is it, folks? So yeah, I mean, No Holds Barred is a wrestling film. It's okay. Yeah, I wouldn't say it's the best one.
Or Hulk Hogan has a clone named Rip.
Yeah. I mean, best wrestling film. I'd have to. Well, I know it's a bummer, and it stars Mickey Rourke, and I know we love Mickey Rourke on the show. But I have to say the wrestler's a great film, even though it's very very depressing, but it's very very real.
I love that
Very
movie.
very 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 real. Yeah.
Very good.
I would say Body Slam is the best wrestling movie, but really it has nothing to do with wrestling. And everybody out there, go to my channel and check out Captain's Corner about Body Slam, the film. You'll find out all about my gripes with that film. Has probably
Captain
10%.
Corner, if I can remember, I'm going to put the link to that in the description.
Oh, if you want to, I prefer people to do their own work because it was
I'll
probably
try to
about.
do it if I can get in there. If I can first remember, and then secondly find it.
Because I know it was, I guess it was almost 2 years ago now I posted that video, so it's pretty buried, but you can find it. Captain's Corner, Body Slam.
Vic Venom, bro. I hate the guy today. He had some good ideas early on, but shit got ridiculous.
Yeah.
Especially in WCW.
No, I'm not. Yeah, not discrediting Russo. I mean, he did have a lot of good ideas, but it was like all that changed like really really quickly. And not everybody always.
Filmed in our hometown.
Oh, how about that? How about that?
Nice.
Oh man, hey Rob, you can I step out for a couple minutes?
Yeah, go ahead, man. Go take a leak.
I gotta bleed the old lizard.
Yeah, man.
Okay, I'll be back real quick.
Mm-hmm. Think of waterfalls. Oh hell yeah! I forgot about that movie, The Wrestler. Body Slam 11 too. Yeah, The Wrestler is pretty good, man. It's good. It's sad, but it's good. Yeah, the Cap got to go potty. Got to do pee-pee on off the shippy. Too many brewskis for the Cap. Bladders are getting smaller, different altitude and sea level mixed with the percentage of fractions of crystals of salt in the air of evaporation mixed with the wind factor of you know what I mean. Makes you pee faster, I think. That's what I've heard anyway. I've heard that. So yeah, well, Cap is gone. I don't remember who brought up the movie Junior. On one of the streams, someone was talking about the movie Junior, and I found out that as a horror movie. I have it. Anybody remember who brought up Junior? I got it sealed, and it's like factory sealed. You got the print on it. Junior. I never seen this movie. I don't know if it's good or if it's like popular, but somebody brought this up in the chat. That's why I stuck it here in the pile. Put that there beside Future Kill. No Holds Barred was written by a coked up Hogan and Vince. Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. Oh, there you go. Thank you, Lar. Thank you very much. There is the link to Cap's Body Slam. Boom. You're the man. What else we got? Well, yeah, I also put this in a pile for Professor, who's not here. Professor, where are you at? Not show up to my chat. Shame. Excuse me. Anyway, Q, the winged serpent. Professor spoke about this. It's a nice cover. I love this. I love the look of this tape. I'm going to be watching this movie next Saturday with my man Matt from Pugwall 3 something. Well, I can't remember what it is, but I'm terrible. I think I would like do my research and remember what Pugwall. Everybody knows Pugwall. Were you being quiet? It looks like you were about to I didn't hear no sound. Another thought.
Well, I just
there you go.
I unmuted my mic. I was just waiting for you to acknowledge me.
Acknowledge me. Yeah,
well, you're in the middle.
Watching Q the Winged Serpent with Pugwall next Saturday.
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah, I was showing some tapes while you were gone. I showed off Q for Professor brought this up, who's not here.
Yeah. Is he here?
No, he's not here. And somebody brought up the movie Junior. I don't remember we were talking about Junior, the horror movie.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway. Yeah, there they are.
Oh, you got Q the Winged Serpent on VHS?
I do.
That's one of the tapes you got from your haul?
That's one of them, yes.
Cool.
The Machete character calls you to go bowling.
Yes.
Danny, yeah, of course.
Yeah. Yeah.
You want to say no to Machete?
Yeah. I'm not a wrongdoer, so I have nothing to fear with Machete. Machete is a crusader for good.
Yes.
Yeah. Nothing to fear.
Yeah, I'm definitely going bowling.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Shit. And then we're getting tacos after that.
Yeah.
And tequila.
And tequila.
Then we're going to the titty twister. We're going to pick up a professor and a captain. And,
that's right. We're on the titty twister.
Don't get me going.
Yeah. Yeah. But El Guapo, he said to wait here. By the time he's here, we'll be back. See? Oh, Three Amigos. Man, that's a great movie. We ought to do a watch party with Three Amigos.
Harley.
Yep. Harley.
I love that movie. I bought that. I'm actually waiting for my buddy. I bought that movie. I bought it. I bought like an like a cut box X rental.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
For like $1 or $2 or something. It's gonna be dropped off tomorrow morning.
That's cool. That's That's actually I think the first release was a HBO video release. I'm pretty sure that's HBO video
Was it?
because it was an HBO production. Yeah, Orion with HBO.
Orion. I'm gonna have to check it out and see which one. I didn't
Yeah,
notice what release it was. I just grabbed it because it was.
yeah. You just grab it. I mean, that's the thing. It's like some movies I don't care. I just want it. But I would like to have the first one of that. I'm pretty sure it's Authority in my HBO release. I don't know though.
So Mr. T movies.
Oh, DC Talk. DC Talk. That's a Christian band. DC Cab.
DC
DC
Cab, yeah.
Cab. Yeah, hands down.
That's how many more movies does he have?
He
Besides
was in,
Rocky 3, which is my favorite. That's going to be my answer.
well, he was in Penitentiary too. I mean, he mainly did television. He didn't. I don't think he did too many movies, but the ones he did were pretty impactful. So yeah.
Well, Rocky 3, you can't top. Rocky 3 is my favorite Rocky.
Oh yeah,
an excellent movie.
I don't think you need to do any other movies after that. Like, he was a great villain. Great villain.
Yeah, amazing. I love that movie.
Yeah, because it's in contrast to like what he usually plays. Is like this like Danny Trejo, like Machete. He's a crusader for good. Like he's always like a crusader of good, defender of righteousness, and Mr. T. He's always somebody you can look up to. Except in Rocky 3, he's Clubber Lang. He's not Mr. T. He's Clubber Lang.
That's right.
You don't look up to Clubber Lang. No way. No. Yeah.
You guys should do watch parties. That would be fun. Yeah, we've done a couple of watch parties.
Done them, yeah. We've done them, yeah. But our watch parties are fun because you just watch us watching the movie. We don't actually show the movie.
It's amazing.
Yeah. I know Gareth, the way he does it, he has a camera on his television, but it's like across the room, so you really can't see it. So you avoid the copyright issues. But us, we just watch it. You just watch
nowadays I play it on right there. It is playing right there, but you can hardly see it. So
it doesn't count for copyright stuff. So it's like a watch along. You watch with us, and we'll have fun.
Yes, my little buttercup.
Hey, smile.
DC Cab, yeah.
DC, a great movie. Again, another episode of Captain's Corner. I do DC Cab, so I think I have a playlist of Captain's Corner on my channel. I'm not.
Yeah,
if I don't,
Larry shared the link to your other show in here while you were gone. So.
Oh, thank you, Larry. Thank you very much. He's a good guy. Larry, I love you, buddy. I've never met you, but I love you. You're great.
Larry's
and I'm
awesome.
curious, Larry, have you found the hidden item in the background that's just for you? I wonder if Larry has found it yet.
Let us know on that treasure hunt that you've been bestowed upon you. Like, because I'm very curious. You know how we like to pronounce words in this show.
Oh, we love to pronounce words in this show. Yep.
Crusher says a few. He's been in a few movies. Toughest man in the world.
Who Crusher's been in a few movies?
No, I mean Mr. T.
Oh, okay. Well, you know what? A little clarification. Okay, that was only like 3 hours ago. We talked about Mr. T.
Oh, I mean, we're trying to get to everything.
Not hard enough, obviously.
Oh, our Predator?
Yes, he got it. It's a NECA. I knew you would like it. Or NECA. It's from, I believe it's from Predator 2. I had gotten this, gosh, 3 years ago. I got it for, this guy is featured in my adventure searching for cyborg movies. Oddly enough, but he's featured in it. You have to watch it.
Yes, so, great episode. I've seen it many times.
Thank you, Rob. Thank you very much. But yeah, it's I think it's the Predator 2 one. It just came loose. It didn't come in the box, but definitely great figure. And I hope you. I lost my mummy. There we go.
Mommy.
Oh my God, things are falling apart here. All right, yeah, that's just for you, Larry. I put that up just for you.
So,
and I wonder, Larry, if you, I'm sure you probably have it, but I'm sure if you have that figure or not. Larry is all about NECA figures or
And he
NECA.
loves
Is
himself
it
some
NECA or
Predator
NECA?
2.
Yeah.
He loves some Predator 2.
Mm-hmm.
Very cool action figure.
Yeah.
Stacy would like to know which one of the three amigos would you take out and replace with yourself?
I'm gonna answer negative. None. I couldn't. Who could you? What? How? You couldn't do that. You couldn't do that. The best I could do was I would be one of El Guapo's henchmen. That's the best I could actually do. Like in the background. Like I couldn't come close to him replacing any of
Well,
those guys.
I'm going to take her question a little bit more. I'm going to say if I had to put myself in there and work with one of the three, I would
Yeah.
replace myself with Steve Martin and work with Chevy Chase and
Okay. Okay. All right. That's good.
Martin Short.
Okay. That's all right. I'm going to put myself then. I'm in a more hypothetical situation, and I'm going to say this: that if I had to, I would replace myself with the Chevy Chase character, Dusty Bottoms, because I've heard that Chevy Chase is incredibly hard to work with, especially on that film. However, Martin Short and Steve Martin, not so much. So I would do everybody a favor and replace the hardest guy to work with and become the easiest guy to work with. Or as far as I know, I could be a diva too. I don't know. I've never been in that situation. So
You
I
show up
could,
there being an asshole to everybody.
yeah, I could be
Hard to work with.
I could be worse than Chevy Chase.
Yeah, well, I heard the same thing too, but I mean, I like Chevy Chase and Martin Short the most. I like Steve Martin, but I'd rather hang with those two other guys.
Yeah.
So,
Well, you like Martin Short because he's Canadian. So
yes,
that's
that's
just
the
complete
correct answer.
nationalist bias.
Oh my God, you have a Velociraptor tattoo?
I have two of them actually. I have them with flesh and
Hold
feathers.
on. There we go.
Well, I can't really see. Hold on. It used to be. This is about. It's probably about 7 years old, but it used to be very, very vivid. Of course, it
Looks
fades
good.
out.
Looks
Like
good.
the coloring was like orange. It was nice, but it fades out. It's still cool. Then I have the bones, just the bones.
There, yeah. Nice. Nice.
Yeah. And I have a.
Oh,
Oh, you want to
no.
see my? Oh, you want to see my T Rex? I have a T
Oh,
Rex.
you got a T Rex too,
I got a
Lady
T
Day.
Rex skull on there. Yeah.
Bow, bow, wow,
Yeah.
chicka, bow, bow. Um,
Yeah. The chest. The I should say my chest piece is very painful. I don't know. Rob, do you have any chest pieces? Not chest pieces, but
no, man, I
chest
haven't. I
pieces.
don't have nothing on a chest. I got on a neck. I got probably almost everywhere else, but
Yeah.
the
If you,
tattoo artist I've had for a while, I was just about to move on to like the neck and chest area, and then the man moves away from me, and I
well,
lost my artist.
shit. Well, shit.
Yeah, well, shit is right. I got stalled in my tracks.
Hmm. Well, you should know if you ever get any chest work done, it really hurts.
Yeah, I've heard this.
It's it's rather painful.
Yeah, yes,
Almost
I've heard
cried. I
this.
almost shed a tear on my my wolf. I have it's a wolf silhouette thing here.
Yeah,
That one was pretty rough, dude. That
I'm
was
definitely
this
not
last
looking forward to it. That's for sure.
no, but it
I
is
am, but
worth
I'm
it.
not.
It is worth it because
Because
it's like, oh, you're glad you have them done, you know.
just I have to say that these days they have numbing cream and all these things they put on for
Mm-hmm.
everybody to get tattoos up their ass.
No,
Obviously, a real tattooer like myself and yourself, you got to earn the tattoo. So I'll be taking that straight on, and
yeah, I'm not doing any numbing cream. No,
I'm not
never
looking
have,
forward
never
to it.
will.
So I will get it done.
Yep, yep.
All right, boys. Serious question.
Uh-oh.
What's your favorite genre of movie?
Serious question and a hard question. Actually, you know what? It's not that hard. Actually, I guess it is. I don't know. I like as far as emotionally, I'm gonna go with comedy. I like comedies. I like feeling good. You know, I love action films as well, but comedies are more visceral to me. I like having a emotional response and being happy. I like a film that makes me happy.
I I fully agree with everything you just said. I love sci-fi movies.
Mm-hmm.
I love adventure movies. I love all kinds of movies, but if I had to choose one, it would have to be comedy. It would have to be.
Yeah, because it's always a fallback. It's like, there's always a good comedy. Like, all this.
I'd rather laugh. I'd rather laugh over all those other things.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, and I love sword and sorcery movies. I do love space operas,
Yeah.
sci-fi movies. I love action movies, but it's like at the end of the day, you can also have comedy with all of that stuff. You can have comedy sci-fi movies, comedy action movies. You know what I mean? Comedy
Yeah,
sword and
but
sorcery movies.
it's like the same thing. It's you can't go wrong with a comedy, man. You can't go wrong
No,
with making people laugh if you can make them laugh.
yeah, you got to make them laugh first, and after that, they're all yours.
People love laughing. I love laughing,
Mm-hmm.
man.
Yeah,
So you would share your water and lip balm with them, Cap?
absolutely, I would. Yeah, lip balm. He just throws the canteen over his shoulder and just filled with water. It's what a movie.
Yeah, his
What a
buddy said
movie.
his chess piece was a tough one. Yeah, I've
Yeah,
heard the same.
yeah, yeah. The T-Rex wasn't as bad as the wolf head. The wolf head has a lot of like heavy ink, a lot of deep ink, so he really had to like get in there.
Right.
Oh, he got in there all right. He got in there.
No pain, no gain. That's right.
Yep.
I don't have any on my chest, but I have tattoos on my neck, on my head, on my knuckles, on my fingertips,
Mm-hmm.
on my wrists, on my
Yeah.
shin bones. So yeah,
How'd the shin bones feel? How did they feel? I feel
terrible,
like I was going to
terrible.
say that'd be a pretty precarious place too. That's a very sensitive
I
area.
have two band tattoos on the front of both my shins.
Yeah.
I have Danzig on one, and I have Biohazard on the other.
Hmm.
Biohazard from Brooklyn, Lay Day.
Brooklyn.
I love Biohazard. Love me some Biohazard. I saw them live in an auditorium in Verdun, Montreal, like in early '90s. Man, that concert was amazing.
Yeah, they played in the town I grew up in. Probably about '99. Was it '99 or 2000? It's a really small town too, so it was weird that they played it. But they were here. It was a Christian club too. It was a Christian coffee house they played.
Favorite Biohazard song?
I don't know. I'm not a fan of them, so
Well, I mean, I've loved the whole album of the
oh,
Shades of Grey album is amazing. I would say Punishment, because they used to have. It's hard to watch when you watch the video now. They cut it out, but back in
mm,
the day when they put out the Punishment video, they had that part of the Punisher movie with Dolph Lundgren where he was like, "Please God, answer me. For years I'm asking you why. Why are the innocent dead and the guilty alive?
hmm
Where is punishment? Where is justice?" And all that whole monologue he does.
yeah,
They had that as a part of their song. The guitar riff would enter over the monologue and everything. It was super cool.
yeah, but no, not
And
without
they cut it all out. Now you try to watch that, and you don't get that part of the video.
no, yeah, not without permission. They didn't get permission to use it, so forget it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But all that album is. But I like from the first. I think it's the first album there. I think it's I can't remember the. I might not be hitting the title of the song, but the Wrong Side of the Tracks song from their first album. I love that song. It might be the name title, might not be. It might be just the chorus, but that's what I remember.
huh. Well, that's
I
gonna
haven't
have to
listened
be good
to that
now.
album for years, man. I haven't. It's been years since I listened to that first album. So
Yeah, are you? Let me ask you a deep question, a visceral question, a
okay.
introspective question. Since you haven't listened to that album for years,
Yeah, I love that.
are you sort of like worried or afraid to listen to it again because there is the off chance you might not enjoy it as you used to? Meaning the memories are better than reality, as in like never meet your heroes kind of thing. Do you ever get that way about albums? As I have before, like an album like I loved as a kid or younger. I listened to it recently. I'm like, I don't know what I was thinking, and it sort of like ruins the memory for it. And to
Yeah,
me, a
well, I
lot
guess
of things.
that can apply to like movies too and stuff
Oh,
like.
sure, yeah, absolutely, it does. It can apply to anything. So
I'm going to say
a lot
no
of
because I'm going to say no because I'd rather revisit them and just try to and hopefully I'm just like just savvy enough to think that to remember and hold what I thought about them was what it was back then because the times are different, right?
yeah.
So just because you judged it differently then, it doesn't mean you can just throw it away now. You know what I mean?
Well, I'm not saying you throw it away. I'm just saying like
Or just discredit it. Like I heard
yeah.
Phil Collins. I heard that Phil Collins doesn't like his '80s music.
Yeah, he shouldn't. He should love his 80s music. That's what made him popular.
That's what I'm
That's what
saying. Like,
made him
how can you say that?
everything Phil Collins is today is because of his 80s music. Why would he
Yeah,
not like that?
because in his older age, he wants to look back on his Genesis progressive stuff and
Yeah,
and think about that's what he should be remembered for.
that's great too. But I mean, every song off of face value, and we've talked about this many times before on the show. It
Yes.
is a work of art. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
Face Value is one of my favorite albums of all time. I mean,
You'd be
it's
missing a piece of the '80s if Phil Collins wasn't there.
yeah. Mm.
Yeah, just another day in paradise. Am I right? Exactly.
Well, that's hold on.
So many songs, though. So many
Speaking
songs.
speaking of that, I did tell you earlier in the show that I did have, or did we talk about this? I did have. They're not thrift store finds. I don't have a
Oh
thrift
yeah.
store haul. I do have a used bookstore haul. There's a used bookstore in a port that I frequent that does have VHS, but unfortunately, their prices have gone up a little bit more. They used to be $1. Now they're $3. And a lot of these aren't, I wouldn't say, as worth $3. At least not in this setting in a used bookstore. But it's still cheaper than like a record store price or an antique store price.
Mm-hmm,
It's
mm-hmm.
not thrift stores, but it's like in between. And since I can't find any tapes in thrift stores anymore, I'm going to take it. I'll take what I can get. So I did find a
Specialty
couple
shop.
things. I got one thing just for you because I thought of you, and I thought you'd appreciate this.
Phil Collins. Come on.
Phil Collins, Seriously Live. Yeah, with Phil Collins.
Great tape.
The 10 serious guys and one even more serious gal. So
I'll
I
watch
gotta
it.
watch this. It's from Atlantic Vision Entertainment, a division of Atlantic Records. So yeah, I'm gonna have to watch this. You don't find Phil Collins stuff VHS wise in the wild at all, I should
Oh,
say.
oh,
Yeah,
I don't think I have that one.
yeah. I know I got this too because we were talking about a couple shows ago. We were talking about Ali Sheedy. I couldn't think of her name. Yeah,
Yeah.
I got Made to Order. Probably
Oh yeah.
it was meant to be her breakout hit, but everybody forgot about it. Like she's the main
Okay.
role. Made to Order. This is a Avid Entertainment
I
distribution.
think I have the same tape.
Yeah, you probably. I think it's the only one. I think it only had one distribution. Yeah, I
If
got
he
that.
dies, he dies.
Yep.
That's what Lay Day says.
And speaking of, given our crawl there. Speaking of video stores, what
Fucking fuck.
reminds you of video stores? What reminds me of video stores is the squeeze and shake case, which a lot of video stores they would employ this method where you just like took the tape off the shelf. It would be in this hard case, and you just like squeezed it to get the tape out. Here we have a copy of Dragonheart: A New Beginning, a sequel
Oh
I
my
forgot
god.
existed, and a sequel that probably shouldn't exist. I believe this
No.
was a direct-to-video movie.
Yeah, the first movie
Yeah,
sucked.
yeah,
I saw it in
yeah.
theater. I remember watching that movie,
Oh,
The
I saw.
Dragonheart, in the theater.
I saw it too. I went
I
to
wanted to
Longmeadow.
leave.
You left. You didn't watch the whole thing.
No, I watched it all, but I wanted to leave. I remember it
You
was
wanted
so
to leave,
shit.
yeah, yeah. It was crap. But
Yeah.
I do have the first one. I had to get the sequel because I never see it. I'm like, you never see that. I'm going to have to get that. And plus, I can always use the squeeze and shake case for
Yeah, me
other
too, man. I
things.
look for them all over the place. I got a bunch
Yeah.
of squeeze and shakes in my video store here. I probably have, I would say, close to 50 of them, but they're hard to
Wow,
come by, man.
that is 49 more than I have currently.
They're hard to come by. I find them on YouTube. I mean, on YouTube, on eBay. I find them on eBay for sale, and there's a guy selling like 11 or 15 of them, right? For
Yeah.
like cheap for a couple bucks, and then
Mhm.
the shipping is $70.
That's ridiculous shipping. Why is it $70? Oh,
I don't
because
know.
they're out of the country.
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
not in Canada, obviously, but $70 shipping. So I'm going to pay $80 for 11 squeeze and shake cases.
that sucks.
No,
eBay doesn't like automatically give you like local listings first. Like
they
that
don't have any.
sucks.
That's the
That's
only
okay.
listing.
They don't have any. Okay,
Yeah, that's the only
interesting.
listing.
Interesting. Yeah,
But I'm not going to buy them. Like, I mean, I would like to buy them, but I'm not.
yeah. Well, I'm sorry, but having another Avid home entertainment release with
Easy
and,
lovers.
and speaking of Steve Martin, we were talking about Steve Martin with Three Amigos. Here's a kind of forgotten and therefore underrated Steve Martin
Oh,
Steve
LA
Martin
Story.
movie with L.A. Story. A very very early Sarah Jessica Parker role in this as well, but nobody ever talks about this film. It's like a Steve Martin standalone. I've been looking for this for a number of years, actually, but it was one of those things where it's like I could easily look it up online, but I really just wanted to find it in the wild just because. Like it was like one of my. This is a pelt to me. This is a pelt. This is a trophy. Okay,
Yeah, that's a good tape.
and that's all I can really explain to that. In the same store, of course, I had to get this. But speaking of stickers misplaced to ruin the tape, we have Chuck Norris. Okay. Oh, it's great. Look, Chuck Norris. Oh yeah. Oh, it's the Hitman, or is it? No, it's just the hit.
It's the
Look,
hit. It's the hit.
look, we got it, like a previously viewed sticker right in the middle of the title. Thanks a lot,
The
guys.
hit 4.99.
I mean, you couldn't put it up here somewhere. Like, why'd you or put it even over here? Like, put it right here. Why put
They
it
do it on
there?
purpose, man. They do it on purpose.
I hate it so much when they do that. I really do. But it was a ex Blockbuster copy. There's a big stick. So really, this whole case is just completely ruined. There's nothing. You can't even see what's on the back. You can read what's on the back, but you can't see what's on the back. Oh no, no, we got to put the sticker right there in front of everything.
That sucks
And
balls.
this is a Canon release, a late Canon release, later Canon release, as you can see by the later logo there,
Yep.
not the
Yep.
typical logo. But yeah, so of course it's a Chuck Norris film, so of course it's a Canon video. We often get into
Yeah,
talking
of course.
about Canon videos on the show. What's interesting is the tape does have the early Canon video logo on it, so that's interesting.
You gotta
But who
get
knows?
yourself that Hitman, Josh.
Yeah, you got. Yeah, well, don't get this one. I mean, with the
Yeah,
stickers all over it. Yeah, don't
that
just
sucks.
forget about it. And you know what else?
Studio.
Yeah. Ah, you know what else I got? And it always pays to check out CD sections at thrift stores. These actually I did get at a thrift store, and I couldn't help myself. Uh, I had to get Don Johnson, not just one album on CD, but two. I have two Don Johnson albums on CD
Holy
now.
smokes, he has two?
He had a lot actually,
Really?
probably more than he should have.
I
But he
didn't.
did.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
he
one
had.
is more. If he has more than one, then that's more than he should have.
Let's not forget how hot he was in the '80s, man. I mean, Don Johnson
Yeah,
could do
I
no
know. But
wrong.
what's his only song? Like, I think his only hit that. When I think of Don Johnson songs, I think of that song. What was it?
Zero. I can think of any.
Heartbeat. I'm looking for a heart. Or something. Isn't that
I, I,
is that his song?
you're better than I am, man, because I can't think of a single Don Johnson song.
That's the only Don Johnson song. I love Don Johnson. I wore a Miami Vice suit to my school
Good,
function in
good
the
for you.
80s with my hair spiked in a pink tie and shit.
Good for
I
you.
love that stuff.
Yeah, good for you.
Yeah,
I'm
well,
happy to hear that
maybe
actually.
not so good, but who knows? That's it. Yeah. Heartbeat. I'm looking for a heart. Good old Don Johnson. I love Don Johnson, man.
Oh, well, maybe I'll send these to you.
Beating as one or something. I don't. I'm not a professional singer or anybody, so I don't want to get. Don't send any emails to Rob's Vintage Video complaining about my singing.
Oh, the opinions expressed on this show do not necessarily represent those of Rob or Captain Adam.
So yeah, speaking of that, the Orgy of the Dead.
Yes, good find.
Orgy of the Dead.
I'm not
No, I
entirely sure, but that might be the only distribution of that film. I don't know if there was an earlier one or not. I don't think there was.
Orgy of the Dead.
Yeah.
The dead and the
it's like a Rob Zombie album.
Who doesn't love a dead orangey? You
Me.
know.
I don't mean to
Fair
deflate your
enough.
balloon
Fair
here,
enough.
but
Fair enough.
yeah, I could do without that. Yeah, I could easily avoid such an instance. Yes.
Hope you clipped out for the next holiday vid, right? I'm sure Captain will, but I'm sure he will. He'll take
Well,
every opportunity to exploit my comedy. I like to put a professional term of it and call it comedy.
it is comedy.
I like my comedy, folks.
It's
People are
art.
talking to
Like,
each other like, "Hey, you like Rob? Rob and his comedy. Rob's comedy is amazing."
yeah, it is. I mean, Rob, it is. I got to tell you, man, it is hard to find like quippy stuff. You don't. You're very, very. You're withdrawn. Like you're very. I don't want to say you're the straight man of the comedy duo because you're not. I mean, you're not really. We both kind of are, but it's just like it's really kind of hard to find clips of you that are like, oh, that's completely absurd. You know what I mean? You're very, very reserved. You're very reserved.
Would you like me to be more absurd?
I would like to be more absurd, actually, for the clip show.
I've never had that requested of me.
Yeah.
I think I can pull that off.
Okay. Good. I just wanted to say maybe we should have talked about this backstage. It seems like this is inside baseball stuff. But I noticed that, like, trying to put these clip shows together, I'm like, man, it's like a lot of this stuff is like just me being an asshole saying stupid shit, but Rob's like just really, really reserved and very intelligent sounding, and it's like he's not really saying much that I could really, really use. Yeah. It's if you notice, most of the clips are from me just saying dumb shit.
What? There's clips of me where there's tapes attacking my neck and shit.
It's few and far between, man. It's few and far between. And believe me, when I came across that clip, I jumped to the theater. I was like, yes, this is great. Okay. And then meanwhile, there's like a dozen of me going, bleh, bleh, fart noise, fart noise, fart noise. Oh, I like butt stuff, like that kind of stuff, you know.
So you're saying I'm lame, huh? I get it.
No, I'm not saying that. I didn't say that at all. See? By the way, ironically enough, all this is going to be used for a clip show.
You got to be more of a silly goose, Rob.
You do. I would recommend being more of a silly goose.
Okay, well, shit. You know, I'm trying to read.
I know, Rob. I don't want you to take what I said negatively because it's not. It's you. You are.
I'm just saying, like, I'm trying
you have the helm of the show. You have a responsibility of the show.
Reading comments
I don't have to do anything.
Operating melters over here and everything.
Yeah, I don't have to do anything except hit enter studio and drink beer. That's all I have to do. You're the one who has to guide the show, take comments, read comments, make sure all the comments aren't, shitty, and engage the audience and engage me. So you're the one who has a full boat here. I don't. So of course I'm going to be able to say stupid crap like I typically do, like I just did.
I like butt stuff.
I did say that on purpose, actually. That's getting the highlight reel. What did
here we are, too polite Canadian, eh?
Yeah, see, I'm a co-host. I'm not the host. Co-host. I'm your Andy to your Conan. I'm your almost said Vince McMahon. Ed McMahon to your Johnny Carson. Yeah.
I'm thinking. I'm just thinking about something. But
was it naughty?
Yes.
Oh, good. I nailed it. Of course I did. Of course it's naughty. What were you thinking about?
I don't know. Now there's all kinds of. That's why I got a wrench to keep an eye on those baddies
that's right.
in the chat.
And that certainly was a hard task to get him to be a moderator, wasn't it? That was weird to figure that part out. Remember that? Was that last week or the week before? That was the week before.
I remember now what I was thinking.
Uh-oh.
That's what this comment made me think of. If you don't remember, not too long ago, you telling me that you're not a fan of raunchy comedy. Remember you telling me that?
Yeah, I'm not. I'm not. I'm not a fan of raunchy comedy.
So how can it be more raunchy and not be a raunchy comedy at the same time?
What do you mean? Like, what are you talking about? I don't understand what you're talking. Everything I said was for dramatic reasoning. It's a drama. Okay, that's why it's a period piece. It's historical drama.
Okay.
At least it will be someday.
I hope so.
See, 4D
Well,
chess.
I expect you to like lead this thing. So as long as we're on a heading,
Why? It's your show. It's your
because you're
channel.
the
Why would you
captain.
expect?
Yeah, but you're the captain, not me.
You're Rob. You're the one that's get the. You're the
I'm
one
just
who's.
Rob, man. It's 3
As
letters.
long, hey, listen, sweetheart. Listen, sweetheart. As long as you get top billing, you're going to get top billing. I'm not going
Hey,
to be
listen.
top billing.
Where,
Okay.
where I come from, when you have a title like the captain, you're usually above everybody else.
Yeah. Well, where I come from, when your name's above everybody else, you're above everybody else.
No, because I guess I could write the captain and Rob.
No, because it's your
But
channel.
it
It
sounds a
shouldn't be
little bit
that
better
way.
like Rob and the captain.
I'm here for support. I'm your support staff. Okay. Even though I don't do anything, but I'm here
Okay.
for support. It's your show. You're the one who guides the show, and I'm just here to say stupid stuff. You're the one who adds intelligence to the show, not me.
Well, okay. Then I thought that I was hoping you would do that. So I'm joking. I'm joking.
Actually, I don't know what I'm talking about. This whole thing has been a complete steam. I have no idea what I'm talking about. I just want you to say more naughty and quippy things in the future, so I can make better.
Okay, good. Point taken. I got it. Note. I'll write it down.
Just make a fart noise every now and again. I don't know. Just do something strange. But
No,
heaven forbid I add music.
I
Heaven
already
forbid
one fart noise or two is you can't push a fart noise too much.
No, you can't. Then it doesn't make it funny.
No.
But and speaking of clip shows, heaven forbid I add any music to them. Oh my god. I'm so mad about that, dude. Like, you really have no idea how mad I am about that.
Well, I mean, whatever. It's not a big deal. So,
But still, like I said, like, okay, if it's no impact, then why tell us? Why
yeah.
is there a copyright? There has to be
He just
something.
wanna tell you, well, you know what? The guy knows you're using it, but it's okay. But he just wants to know he wants you to know that he knows you're using it.
Well, it's like, okay, I looked up copyright-free music, just to have something in the background, just to have something in the effing background. It's not like front and center, I'm showcasing your song. I just want something in the background. So I said copyright-free music. Because heaven forbid the video software I use have any royalty-free music like they say they're supposed to. So heaven forbid I don't get a copyright claim every 5 minutes every time I try to upload something. And so I get this, and I'm like, okay, it says copyright free, no problem. I do a test upload. It's scheduled for 5 o'clock tonight, or last night, whenever it is. And I'm like, 2 hours go by. I don't get any copyright claims. So I'm like, okay, I tell you about it. Hey, Rob, I get no copyright claims. It's good. So then I delete the video on mine, so you can upload it on yours, and you upload it on yours. I take a nap. I wake up to a text saying, "Oh, hey, I got a copyright claim." I almost threw my phone off the ship. I was so angry. Like, why is there a copyright claim on something that says it's copyright free? Like, okay, what is going on here? Like, so that's when I said, because the description of that video says, yes, it's copyright free, but please include the link whenever you upload this video. I said, okay, I'll do that. Honor system, if you want, I'll get whatever exposure you want to, pal. No problem. You help me, I'll help you. And so as soon as I heard it was, you get a copyright claim. Remember, I told you, I texted you, delete that description immediately. Like, I don't.
Yeah,
if he's already getting stuff for it, I don't want anything to do with it. It's on his own. I'm so mad about that. I'm still mad about that.
It's like my old streams I used to do. Like some of the music I used in my old streams were from a band of my buddies in Montreal. They gave me permission to use it. They told me you have no problem using it, but I still got copyright claims the same way. When I click on them, they say the same thing. It doesn't affect my channel. They know you're using it, and they're just telling me that they know. I'm like, okay, so they know.
Yeah.
I know they know already.
Yeah. Well, they probably got stuff like what on TuneCore or SoundCloud or something like that, Bandcamp, Apple. I have music out that I can't use on my channel, or else I'll get a copyright claim. Isn't that funny?
Yeah, that's a bit fucked up.
Yeah.
I always wonder, like, well, how does that make sense? Like, if you're using something that's already on YouTube,
Hmm.
like it's already on YouTube, like somebody, it's already there. Like,
Well, I looked this up. I wanted to know this. I looked it up, and there's actually a lot of information out there about it. And the general consensus
there
is
is.
nobody really knows, and YouTube doesn't even know. The thing is, it's all about YouTube's content. What is it? Content ID. Like there's like a program. It's called Content ID, which sort of like recognizes anything you upload is like that's so it's like yes the song is free to use via the artist through the software. However, if you upload it on anything, sometimes it's like if you upload a video on YouTube, you'll get a copyright claim. However, if you upload it on Facebook, same video on Facebook, you won't get anything. It's like the YouTube copyright claim is very, 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 very weird to where it's like it doesn't really recognize the fact that it is fair use. So if you just sometimes if you actually take the time to dispute a copyright claim, you might actually win. Like I actually disputed the last highlight reel we put up on my end. I was like, you know what? No, I'm going to dispute it. I'm still waiting to hear back. They have 30 days to respond, but it's
Right.
like, yeah, it's like I said, yeah, it's like it said it was royalty free. Like I don't understand like why I'm getting a copyright claim. Like I don't understand that. And what's even more funny is when I do like these highlight, well not highlight, but like showcase videos of like older videos I did. Like say if I don't have time to like make a new video, so I'll just kind of like streamline an old video and make like an episode showcase, which I've done before, just
Right.
to like highlight an old video and give you a link to the old video. But if I do that, the original video of that segment won't have a copyright claim, but the new upload will of the same thing. So it's like if it was uploaded in a certain time, no problem. After that time, oh, copyright claim. Like,
Of
okay,
your own
what?
stuff.
Yeah, it's like it was fine before. Like that was 3 years ago. Like now you're telling me there's a copyright claim on this shitty song. Like, it's the greatest album of all time. I forgot. Oh, I forgot who I'm talking to.
Yeah,
This
yeah.
makes you so mad, dude. It's like,
Is it like the time it just runs out, it expires or something like that? Next thing you know, you
well,
can't use it.
it's lawyer baseball is what it is. It's all it is. It's just a bunch of lawyer bullshit.
So stupid.
Mm-hmm. It's stupid though.
Stupido.
Yeah. So how many people we got left hanging in with us?
Oh, so we still got 10 people watching apparently.
I bet you they're not. I bet you they're just they just have their phones on and they're
Like
doing
they're all
something
just
else.
10 bots. There's like
Yeah,
5 bots and 5 people watching who put their
yeah.
phones on and let it play for some reason to want give us views, but don't really want to listen to us.
No, I can't say I blame them. I'm just
No,
kidding. I kid.
I
Ask
disagree.
anyone. Yeah, yeah.
Speaking of such, look at my nice Rob's Vintage Video new hoodie.
Yes, look at that hoodie, folks. And Rob, why don't you tell the good people out there where this particular hoodie is available for purchase? Hold on. Rob
Not
must
available
pose.
yet. This is a prototype.
Oh, you're
Okay?
giving us a sneak peek of
It's like this
merchandise
hat
to
right here
come.
is also a prototype.
Yeah.
When I hit a certain, when I get everything rocking and rolling the way it's supposed to be, and if things work out the way it's supposed to be, then things will happen the way that they're supposed to be.
Things are going to happen the way they're supposed to be, the way God intended. Either way, my friend.
That's right.
Yeah.
4 or 5. I count has 4 or 5 because the voice in my head. Wow.
Is that going to do mushrooms again this week?
Walmart mushrooms again, Echo?
Yeah, Steve. Walmart mushrooms again? Hey, it's no problem. It's been a week. It's the weekend. Hey.
No, I mean, I listen. I respect anybody who wants to let loose and
Yeah.
have a good time
Let
on the
loose. Let loose with a goose on a caboose.
weekend. I wish I could remember some of the comments from last week that we were chuckling about.
Oh, I can. Ask me which one you want to know. I believe me, I've been
Psilocybin
poring over all.
his psilocybin induced comments that he made.
Oh yeah, it's so funny. Like, I think I might have eaten some Walmart mushrooms and like, I can't
Daddy, would
remember
you like some sausage?
now. Yeah, I can't remember now. I should because
Tapeoids. 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 Tapeoids.
what are you doing to me?
I said
What do you-
to myself, he's like, what the hell? I give you no heads up. You're right. I give you no heads up on that one again.
No, what was the deal with that? What? Why? We didn't have any dead
totally
air.
unfair of me.
We were in the middle of talking about something.
I don't know
I
what
outlaw
happened.
this.
They just
I
came over
outlaw
me.
this.
I apologize, Captain. I apologize.
Oh, man, you all apologize to our audience.
I apologize to the audience and Captain. The Tapeoids are back in town, and she thought Loverboy said that.
Said what? No, I feel like I'm tripping.
Said what?
Are we really behind on the chat or something? I feel like I'm very. I feel I'm very detached. I feel I'm very detached.
Well, we're not that far because we just were talking about Echo and his 4 to 5 voices in his head, and I had some of what I find today at the local comic book store. They had some laser discs, but they weren't for sale.
Okay, hold on. Can I translate this? I think I know what he's trying to say.
I've chosen what they wanted to sell them for. Okay,
I think I know what he's trying to say. I'll translate this. I had somewhat of a find today at the local comic book store. They had some laser discs, but they weren't for sale yet. They hadn't chosen what they wanted to sell them for.
Holy shit! I needed like a fucking some kind of like a translate. You got some C3PO on you or something like?
Yeah, well, I did study Egyptology, and
Okay.
you have to sort of look through the lines. That's a total lie, by the way. The opinions expressed in this show are not those.
Holy shit, Echo! The Captain totally deciphered that for you.
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't that hard to. I mean, I'm reading it like an idiot because I'm drinking beers and puffing on vapes and things like
Doing butt stuff.
things of that sort. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that was a good clip. I'm gonna use that.
Lay Day is laughing. At least somebody's laughing.
At least somebody's laughing. It's not me.
They had a number of things to price. The laser disc was among the things they needed to price. Okay.
Well,
Price those laser discs so my man Echo can buy those discs up. Okay. Whoever that company was, we'll send them an email.
And you know what? And they better be cheap, or I'm going to come see them because don't get funny with Laserdisc. Okay, we all know you didn't test them. We all know you don't know if they work or not. So don't get funny with your Laserdisc. You want to get rid of them or not?
Sell those laser discs, man. Put a price on them. Sell them to Echo.
If you got 15 Laserdiscs to sell, I'll give you $5 for all of them right now. You give them to me now, and that's all we're going to say about it. Okay?
You remember the movie Half Baked?
Yeah.
Comes in. I gotta use Kenny Loggins' record for sale.
Yeah.
I'll give you 7 or something. He's like, well, it's signed by Kenny Loggins. He's like, okay, I'll give you 4.
You killed it. I'm dying. Oh, it went down the wrong. Oh, don't do that to me ever again. I forgot about that scene. I gotta watch that movie again sometime. That's one of those movies where I watched it a lot, but then I didn't, and there was a huge lull of time between the last time I watched. I think it's probably been 12 years since I last saw that film.
I have one laser disc in my collection, and it's not my laser disc. I got it for Gareth. I'm supposed to send it over to Wizardland for him. Unfortunately, it's
what's $60 to ship?
A week's pay to send it there, so
yeah,
it'll get there sooner or later.
Hey, Gareth, get stuffed.
That's what he keeps telling me. He's like, don't send it. I'm like, I'm going to send it one day. No, it's like $160 or something like that.
Wow.
Yeah, man. I just did the UPS fast calculator on my phone for it's like the size of a record, right?
Yeah, they do by size. There is no media media for overseas shipping. No media option.
Yeah, so the dimensions. I put the dimensions in and the location and all that kind of stuff, and it's
Mm,
it's around $160.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I'll
Get
get it to
lots of.
him. I'll get him one day.
No, you won't.
Yeah, for sure I will, man.
That's that laser disc is as good as yours, my friend.
It'll get to him.
Yeah, he's never getting a laser disc. I do
You'll
have a
get it.
couple of
Oh
them.
yeah, you'll get it.
I'm pretty proud of them. I have Street Fighter the movie on Laserdisc, and it's still sealed.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, which is like having a still sealed piece of dog shit. But the point is, I have it, and I got Return of the Jedi on Laserdisc, Back to the Future 2,
Oh, nice.
Star Trek 5. I did have Bram Stoker's Dracula on Laserdisc, but somebody bought that.
Oh, cool.
But
I'm opening
yeah,
up a flea market booth with a friend of mine in the future. So
it's a good
I'm
idea. That's a good idea.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm looking at a lot of like trying to find a lot of cheap stuff for sale. So I'm looking at a
Yeah.
lot of laser discs right now. Not for my
Yeah.
own collection because I got too much stuff already. I can't collect anything.
No,
I
and
got
you know
enough
what?
with
I should
tapes,
say,
man. I got thousands of tapes, and I
yeah,
gotta sort through that shit.
yeah, I got probably 2,000, 2,300 some VHS tapes now, which is ridiculous.
I
But
have many tapes in this room in here right now, and I have a U-Haul locker filled with other tapes.
it's a sickness, isn't it, Rob? We're sick,
Yeah,
aren't we?
I have all kinds of tapes, man.
Yeah, we're sick.
And that's why I want to open a a flea market booth with my buddy and try to offload some of this weight.
Yeah, I'm looking
I don't use
into.
any of them. I have them to have them. Like I wanted to have all the tapes, so I have all tapes, but
Yeah.
not like like crazy tapes. I don't know. I love Lucy, like Bach, all kinds of shit, man.
Well, you should just like. Have you considered like putting stuff on eBay? Just like no international shipping, just Canadian, just Canada listings,
I'm
just
gonna
like.
upload it at the flea market, man. People will grab it up.
All right, well, that's
It's nice
good.
and cheap because I got it at the good time. I got it at the good time when people were throwing shit away, right? So
Yeah,
most of the stuff I got is I'm not into it for anything. So
that's good. Yeah, I mean, that's good, but still, you're stuck with it. It's like,
yes,
yeah, I have plenty of stuff like that, and I'm like, oh, okay, great price, but what do I do with it? Oh, you know what? It's not all about the money, is it? There's more to
no.
life than just money. But I should say,
I hate falling into something like something like you buy something and you get something else on the side, or somebody gives you something and you're like,
yeah,
this is cool, and now you want to continue it. And I'm like,
yeah,
oh man, I already got enough shit going on.
yeah. Yes, I know. That's how I have most of my Disney tapes because of that kind of stuff. But that is what it is, and I I should say also I'm on a waiting list. We have an couple antique stores, and there's only one that actually has a waiting list that's less than a year to try to find a booth to sell stuff. So that's what I'm on. I mean,
Holy
around here
smokes.
it's where I frequent most. I should say the port I usually come to.
Yeah.
My mailing address port is like the flea markets and antique stores are packed. Like they're like, yeah, give us about a year, you might have a spot. And I have a
Yeah.
lot of stuff that I want to sell. I got to sell, but I don't want to pay the shipping for it because it's more delicate than it's not media, so it's more delicate than media. It would be priority mail, and it would be big, you know. So I have
Yeah.
a lot of stuff that I want, a lot of toys and stuff that are worth a lot of coin that I don't really want to sell on eBay. That I would probably do better selling at an antique store.
Right.
But yeah, I should say Echo as far as collecting Laserdisc. Be careful, buddy, because they're basically like collecting vinyl, to where like you're going to have them. You can't really display them very well. You can put them on a shelf, but they have a very thin spine, just like a record does, or a vinyl record does. So you really can't see what they are unless you put them like face out and mount them on your wall or whatever. So your Laserdisc, that's a weird hobby to have, and it's hard to find a working player. And you know, most of the time, the people you find people that are selling them, they don't know if they work or not because I guarantee you they're not tested. Mine aren't tested. I'm selling them. I don't know if they work or not. I bought them from people that didn't know they work, so Hey, the circle
the problem is
continues.
that nobody has a player, so nobody can
Yeah,
tell you if it's effective or not.
it's rare. It's rare to find somebody who has a player. So be careful with Laserdisc. I don't know. It's weird, but if you enjoy it, you enjoy it. Hey, wait a minute. Get back to Larry's question.
I was just,
Oh, Double Dragon.
I was going back.
Double Dragon. Double Dragon's the
Yeah,
worst.
for sure, Double Dragon's worse.
It's worse than Hugh, the Winged Serpent. Double Dragon is terrible.
Yes,
Street
it
Fighter
is.
is actually half of a movie. I can
Well,
work with Street Fighter.
yeah, but Street Fighter, whether it's terrible or not, has Jean-Claude Van Damme and what's his name there? Fucking
Raul
Adams,
Julia?
Gomez Adams in it.
Yeah, Raul Julia.
Yeah,
Yep. That was his last
right
film.
there, just right there, you're already
Yep.
winning.
That was his last film, and he did it because his kids liked the game. He did it for his kids. Isn't that great?
This is the best part of that movie.
Yes. And Van Damme was so coked out, he doesn't even remember. He doesn't remember filming that.
The only thing he remembers is partying with Kylie Minogue the whole time and getting some booty.
Blame him. I don't blame him at all. The opinions expressed in the show are not necessarily those of Rob or the captain, even though they totally are the opinions of Rob and the captain.
See, Street Fighter any day over the other. Yes.
Yeah, Double Dragon just should not have been a movie. It should have been a movie, but not that movie. Why is Alyssa Milano in that film? That's all I just want to know.
Should call it Double Boring.
Yeah, it should be called just Double Dookie. Double Dookie.
Double stop filming this. Echo said, I got the Steelbook of Street Fighter. It comes with some
that's cool.
Bison Cash. Oh, you got some
cool.
Bison Cash? Nice.
They pay you?
So I would love to have some Bison Cash, man.
When's the last time you saw Street Fighter the movie?
I think me? I watched
no, the other Rob. What?
Him? When's the last time you watched the last Street Fighter? In the last year, I guess. In the last year, I've watched it.
What'd you think? What'd you think?
It's terrible, but it's cool at the same time because I love crazy characters and shit going on, and I love Jean-Claude Van Damme. And
I went to the theater to see it.
I don't know.
I saw it in the theater.
And Bison's awesome.
I saw it in the theater. Yep. Full price too. I didn't go to Long Meadow for that one. I saw it full price at the normal theater.
Yeah, I think Gareth got some Bison Cash too posted up behind him on his behind him. Somehow he got some.
Oh man, this is good stuff. I also saw Super Mario Brothers the movie in the theater. I saw Mortal Kombat. Yeah, I saw Mortal Kombat. I was the only one in the theater, and it was opening night. That's how bad that movie was.
You have it on tape?
I did, but I sold it. I sold it for a lot of money, and I'm not ashamed of that.
I do not have it, and I would like to have it.
I think the price has gone down since then. This was probably about 3 years ago, but there was a time where it was pretty valued.
I have never come across Mario Brothers movies yet in my VHS buying.
Oh, it was a salt and ball. I didn't come across it. I sought it out.
I just missed a good auction. There's a Facebook auction that I just missed with crazy tapes apparently. So hopefully there's something left over, and maybe it's in there, but I doubt it. I never see the Mario Brothers movie.
It goes pretty quick. At least it did. I mean, yeah. So I saw that. I saw Mortal Kombat. I saw Mortal Kombat Annihilation, which I've already discussed, and I don't want to talk about that any further. I saw Street Fighter. I didn't see Double Dragon in the theater. I rented that, and that's $3 I'm never getting back, or an hour and a half I'm never getting back. Such regret. Oh well.
You know the movie's bad when I put Double Dragon on to fall asleep, and then I woke up and turned it off.
Yeah. No, it's so bad. It woke you out of.
I changed it to another movie.
Yeah, it woke you out of a. Well, no, I should say this. Let me correct you. You know the movie's bad when Alyssa Milano's in it. That's when the movie's bad. Okay.
Oh, come on! One of my favorite movies has Alyssa Milano in it.
Commando.
Yes.
That doesn't count.
Why?
Doesn't count. She was a kid. Come on,
Oh,
she didn't know.
she's Alyssa Milano, but she's still in it.
She didn't. It doesn't count. That's a different Alyssa Milano.
What about
But
Poison
because
Ivy 2?
all she had going for her back
3.
then, just like when she was in Who's the Boss, is because she was a kid. That's what makes it charming. Oh, she's a kid.
What
Once
about
she grows
Poison
up,
Ivy 2 or 3 or whatever one is that she's in?
or Embrace of a Vampire. Okay,
Yeah.
well that makes it weird because you pretty much watched her grow up. You're proud about that?
Yeah, no, you're not.
Yeah,
No, yeah. Don't say it like that.
yeah. Well, that's the way to say it because that's the way it is. I'm sorry. Oh wow.
What?
What?
Pick it up, Echo. You can probably get yourself a good $20 bill with that.
No, $80. That's
Okay,
what I sold mine for.
an $80 bill.
Yeah, why didn't you get that? What? Echo.
You gotta have that tape.
No, Echo. Uh,
And I only seen that movie once. I don't really remember it. I know it's not the
oh,
greatest movie.
now watch it again. It's interesting. It's not good, but
What
it's
the
not.
fuck? Here?
Okay, maybe it is. Maybe it is a little terrible, but it's also very interesting. And when I've always seen it, I'm like, it reminds me of Blade Runner. Why is that? Well, because the set designer is the same person who did Blade Runner. That's why
Oh,
it looks like Blade Runner. So yeah,
okay.
it's very interesting. Yeah.
Well, knowing that little tidbit makes it a little bit more interesting to watch it again. Try to
Mhm.
keep my eye out for that kind of thing. But
Yeah.
as
You
soon
know
as I
what
get
else?
the tape, Echo, go to the Goodwill, get the tape.
It's not. It's not going to
Get
be
in a
there. Are
hot
you
air
kidding me?
balloon. Get in a hot air balloon with 2 horror characters.
Yeah.
Float your ass over here to Canada.
Yeah.
Bring me the tape.
Yeah. Bring him the tape immediately. I'm sure it's not going to be there anymore, Echo. I'm
Bring
sorry,
back
buddy.
the Simba Limba has sent you to us. Bring
Yep.
back the tape. Bring
Bring
back
back.
the
Bring
tape.
back. Bring back. You must go to Bangkok Palace.
Go to
Bring back
Bangkok Palace.
Sibilinga.
Bring back the tape.
Bring back to us.
Bring back to
What?
us.
Bring back to us.
You got the picture, Echo?
Bring back to us.
Never crossed his mind to pick
Bring
it up
back
at the
to us.
Goodwill. Oh,
Why not, though? I don't understand that. I'm sorry. I don't understand that. The thing about thrifting is, even if you don't want it, you're like, okay. But if you see it there, that's the only time you're going to see it. You're not going to see it again. It's not going to be there again. Somebody's going to pick it up, regardless of how remote the chances are you think of anybody who would want this piece of crap. Somebody is going to get it, and it's not going to be there the next time you return.
that's right.
Yeah, yeah.
What they should do is change the score to the Blade Runner score. Would probably make Mario Brothers much better. Oh, yeah. Well,
Yeah,
it
the
wouldn't
thing
even
is,
work.
and I've always said this, if you go back way in my channel, I've talked about it on the vendetta against video game movies, that adventure I did. I talk about Super Mario Brothers, the movie, and how if it was about anything else except Super Mario Brothers, it would have worked very, very well because it's just a fun sci-fi movie. It's a
Mhm,
fun sci-fi movie.
mhm.
But since it's supposed to be Super Mario Brothers, you automatically have a prejudice against it because
Yeah,
it's never going to be as good as you think it's going to be.
yeah.
Especially something like that. What were they going for? And how can you make a live action movie about Super Mario Brothers? How
Mhm.
can you? I mean, I guess
Yeah,
you can, but not like that. So they decided to go a different direction. However,
yeah,
it was just too subversive, too artistic, too out there for
yeah.
the audience they were going for.
Yeah,
You know what I
it
mean?
made a disconnection with the audience because of that. So
Absolutely, it did. Yeah, absolutely, it did.
it's
You
been
know,
over a year. It's been over a year since he's been to the Goodwill. So,
oh, oh no.
well, even a year ago. I mean, it's still a year ago, but even a year ago, it's still a sought after tape. So,
Well, hey, Echo, don't. I have plenty of stuff that I left on thrift store shelves that I shouldn't have. So I know exactly what you mean. There's plenty of things I should have bought, but I didn't.
wow,
So I
it
understand.
happens to
I
everybody.
understand. It happens to everybody. Yeah.
It's a teeter totter kind of thing. It's like, yeah, do I spend the money? Is it worth something? Will I get my money back? Do I want to keep
Yeah.
it? Is it this? Is it that? It's like
Oh, it's a tater totter kind of thing.
it's a tater totter. It's a tater totter in the pocket kind of thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hans and Leguizamo were drunk through the most of the film. Yeah,
You couldn't tell they did pretty well being drunk though, but
that sounds like a great time.
excellent time. Excellent time.
At least
I'm
that.
sorry,
Anyway.
the only live action Mario and Luigi is from the show, the Super Show with Captain Lou Albano and the other guy. What's the hell was the guy's name? Remember that show, don't you?
Gene?
What?
Mean Gene Okerlund?
No. You remember the Super Mario Brothers Super Show with Captain Lou Albano and
Yeah.
yeah. That's the only live action Mario and Luigi I can think of.
Well, apparently, like the new Nosferatu looks like Luigi. Everybody's
gotta watch
complaining about
that.
his mustache. Everybody's complaining about Nosferatu's mustache. And
He had a mustache. That's what the thing was. In Bram Stoker's Dracula, Dracula had a mustache. Like that's the thing. Dracula had a mustache.
Nosferatu Luigi.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Making a bambino.
Oh yeah, and a gondola with Nosferatu and Luigi.
And then he bites your and he sucks your blood, you know.
Yeah, with ketchup.
Blood and ketchup. Just like biting people.
Yeah. Oh man.
All right. Well, I don't know. What do you want to do? You want to keep on?
No, I gotta get out of here. I gotta get out of here.
Is your cat
Yeah.
mowing at you
Yeah,
like mine is?
Oh my cat is like crawling at me on the ceiling like in Exorcist 3, that old lady in Exorcist 3. So
Yeah, my cat has already been to the door 3 separate times, like having a fit, and he's left and come back.
Well, this is the longest we've gone on. In your cat's defense, it's right because this is the longest we've gone on.
Yeah, well,
this is out of the ordinary, so we should.
The judge, though, is what I'm saying.
Well, I'm just, we should.
He might be a cute kitty, but he might be a comfy kitty, but it's not up to him to judge how long I stream for. You know what I mean?
Oh, he's in no position to make demands.
No.
Danny Wells, thank you, Echo. Thank you.
It's a comfy life.
Yeah, Danny Wells, thank you, Echo. Danny Wells was also in a couple episodes of Columbo. Danny Wells did a lot of stuff, actually.
Sucks your red gravy.
Yeah. Nice with the callback, Larry.
Yeah, you brought that back around nicely.
Yeah, red gravy.
All right, well, I guess we're going to sign off then.
Yeah, I really got to take a whiz. I got to take a wicket. I got to take a wee. I got to take a wicket. Yes.
Yeah, I got to piss too, man. I had to piss like 45 minutes ago, and I didn't want to interrupt it. I didn't know we were going to keep on jibber jabbing, but
you could have interrupted. I would have.
No, listen.
I would have just got my nipples out.
Listen, I got this sitting right here.
Oh no, that's gross! Don't do that.
Okay. I can stream for at least 17 hours.
Oh, you can stream whilst making a stream.
Yeah. Double whammy.
Hot.
Bang.
Oh, it's hot stream on stream action.
Double whammy. Bang. See that? Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna puke.
Yeah. Thank you, Lay for coming by.
Oh, thank you, Lay. I was wondering if you were still here. I didn't.
You being here, and Echo.
Talking about red gravy and stuff.
Professor's not here though. Thank you, Professor. Professor, I'm going to text you. I'm going to send you a message on Instagram and make you feel bad for not showing up. Just want to let you know.
You know what? I want to know if he's okay. If everything's all right with Professor. It's unlike him.
He's usually working around this time, so.
Yeah, but he always checks in. Yeah, working. Yeah.
No, he's got gremlins and stuff going on. Sometimes life's in the way. So.
Yeah, but at least he checks in to tell us about that. He's I got to check on the gremlins. You know what I mean? Like it's kind of weird. He hasn't said anything.
I appreciate that too, and I don't want to hold it against him, but
I want to hold it against him.
Next time I will.
Yeah, I'm going to hold it against him. Oh yes.
Nice weekend, everybody.
Yes, thank you, Larry. You have a great weekend. You have a great weekend as well. Thank you for checking in. Thank you everybody for checking in. Layday, Josh Cook, everybody that was here. Echo, I hope you come down from your trip.
Yeah. Take it easy on the mushrooms, Echo.
Yeah.
Take it easy on the chocolate mushrooms.
Thank you for checking in, Echo. Have a good weekend.
Ninja and Lady A and everyone.
Yeah, Ginger Ninja, even though I know you're probably not still watching.
Obviously, Stacy and Acres of Movies and anybody else who we are.
I think she probably gave up on us a long time ago.
Yeah, I think she bailed it.
Yeah.
Like,
These guys.
And God love her. God love her. Thank you for
God love her indeed.
And Karen, anyways, and enjoying the content.
She was like, these guys are too weird for me. I'm gonna go watch some Diane Keaton movies.
We change it up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's fine. She's fine. She's good. Thank you for watching Acres of Movies. If you're still watching, and thanks everybody for watching. Everybody have a great weekend. Please be safe out there. Hey, what?
Do you have beer left?
Yes. What kind of? Cheers.
Cheers, my friend.
Cheers.
We'll see you next week for Tape Talk and enjoy all the great, amazing everything you watched. Goodbye. We're ending the stream.
Goodbye and God bless.
You're good now.
Goodbye from Robin the Captain. Goodbye from Robin the Captain. This has been Friday-Nite Tape Talk with Robin the Captain. Right here on Rob's Vintage Video. Only on YouTube. Be sure to subscribe and take care out there. Keep your heads clean and be kind. Rewind. We'll see you next time. Goodbye. See you next Friday.
Your video and audio heads will now be cleaned.
What?
Your video and audio heads are now clean. Press stop and eject tape now. Eject tape now. Eject tape now. Eject tape now.